5, 4, atomic penetration, rapid fire through your skull. Shot it on, we're taking it back to the days of trying to lose control. Swerving in a blaze of fire, racing through my bones. Oh shit, I'm feeling it. Tachyon, hell yeah, fuck yeah, I feel like killing it. Tachyon, alright, that's not what it's like to experience. Tachyon, out of the blue, in through the bag, door coming through like fuck, what was that? I don't know, but it made me feel so heated. How we creeping out, showing you jazz. Shit from below, give a shit if you know, cause even if you did, bet you keep coming back. Back for more, need a man, yo, addicted to the heat, we make beats cash. Digital bleed to death, each track, epileptic sees every head we crack. Like EPMD snapping necks as we tap energy from everything on and off the map. Oh shit, I'm feeling it. Tachyon, hell yeah, fuck yeah, I feel like killing it. Tachyon, alright, that's not what it's like to experience. Tachyon, Tachyon, shot down your throat like a keg of beer. Choke on the smoke, we in and exhale till the whole chamber is clear. That's not so fucking weird. Try to stay in this atmosphere, but they can't cause it's way too shit. How to make a hater disappear. Take shit where it ain't never been. Fuck what you thought, could not comprehend this shit. If I fist your brain with a 10. Nah, hey, 7 triples, nah, hey, 7 triples, nah, hey, 7 triples, nah, hey, 7 triple 6, 5, 4, John. Criminal level, quick lightning storm. Get out of the way or get up torn. Ain't a picture big enough to fit what we dig up from the core. That's all the day, forgot it ever was. Militant march of this war. Tachyon, taking them there, all we see is blood. Tachyon, turning them out, had a trick, gotta freak that buzz. Shit, I'm feeling it. Tachyon, hell yeah, fuck yeah, I feel like killing it. Tachyon, alright, that's not what it's like to experience. Tachyon, lyrically forcing you to drip on the moon and fire we spray. Cryonic, haunted bullets, hollow dip with toxic waste. So here's the deal, if you don't feel it, don't wanna know we're near my zone. That shit is dead, can't nobody get with that shit, gets dialed tone. Tachyon, bitch, slapping pussy, clots and clothes. Tachyon, setting off uniforms inside your dome. Give it up, bitch, you know this is it, get with this and get left cause it's on. Tachyon, Triple 6, 5, 4 times. Lyrically forcing you to drip on the moon and fire we spray. Cryonic, haunted bullets, hollow dip with toxic waste. So here's the deal, if you don't feel it, don't wanna know we're near my zone. That shit is dead, can't nobody get with that shit, gets dialed tone. Tachyon, bitch, slapping pussy, clots and clones. Tachyon, setting off uniforms inside your dome. Give it up, bitch, you know this is it, get with this and get left cause it's on. Tachyon, Tachyon.
Down low. It's like 1, 2, 3, fuck it. I'm about to take the strength and just suck it. This tank is staying along with all more shots. Patron and give a fuck about go home. Straight buzzing, robo-tussin'. When they get your mix in my oven. When they get a lick of this lovin'. Get a lick of this
Yeah, I like it loud. And I'll make you shout. You that black eyed peas, you know that boom boom pow.
Wanna get with me? There's some things you gotta know. I like my beat fast and my bass down low. Bass down low. Bass down low. I like my beat fast and my bass down low. Bass down low. Bass down low. I like my beat fast and my bass down low. Bass down low. Bass down low. I like my beat fast and my bass down low. It's like 1, 2, 3, okay. Can I get a little goose in my OJ? Third day for like my birthday, and we sip champagne for weeks to stay. Quit frontin', why your husband? Gonna get his mix in my oven. Wanna get a lick of this lovin', get a lick of this lovin'.
Turn the speakers up, yeah, the bass is not enough. DJ, push it to the limit, blow the power in this club. Power in this club. Power in this club. DJ, push it to
down low.
DJ, push it to the limit, push it to the limit. Power in this. DJ, push it to the limit, load the power in this. DJ, push it to the limit, push it to the limit. Power in this. DJ, push it to the limit, load the power, power, power.
If you wanna get with me, there's some things you gotta know. I like my beats fast and my bass down low. Bass down low. Bass down low. I like my beats fast and my bass down low.
Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips.
This is culturally inappropriate.
You run from the spirit of repossession. Too much enamel covers your necklace. I buy bitches, you buy them sections. You buy watches, I buy collections. Misery's fueling your aggression. Jealousy's turned into obsession. Reality TV is mud wrestling. Some sign checks I know better than. Beware of my name that there's delicate. You know I know where you're delicate. Crush you to pieces, I hum a breath of it. I will close your heaven for the hell of it. You think it'd be valor amongst veterans? I'm watching your fame escape relevance. We all in a room, but here's the elephant. You chasing a feature out of your element. And those lab diamonds under inspection. The question marks block your blessings. It's no tombstones in the desert. I know by now you get the message. Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips.
It don't take much to put two and two. Your lucky streak is now losing you. Money's dried up like a cuticle. You're gasping for air now, it's beautiful. John 10:10, that's my usual. Mamas is falling out in funerals. And bombing you, they now viewing you. They never find a gun, but the sewers do. Bubbles was sick, he need medicine. Brought him back to life, now he dead again. Richard don't make watches for presidents. Just a million trapped between skeletons. This the darkest that I ever been. The diamonds make you taste peppermint. You ain't driving the snow like it's the Revenant. And send orders back down to keep shoveling.
Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips.
When you talk, you know we get caught when you look side to side like what did they say and they hate the Lord's verse and then you realize that the devil is talking to you.
I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't fuck with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. I send your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids. Kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip-hop died again. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. How many Judases that let me down? But fuck it, the West Minds, we right now. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me I don't give a fuck. The two-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda of mine. Move niggas up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genovese. I drop the Pentagon to show up at your gender reveal. And tell them, give me mine. I son niggas, I am the general. Where my gin and juice? Every song is the book of Genesis. Let the sonics boom. Niggas want the tea on me? Well, here's the ginger root. I generate residuals, bitch. Get off my genitals. They say I couldn't reach Gen Z. You fucking dickhead. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx, yeah. They genetics been synthetic. Screaming they genius. A finger wave, they all fall. Niggas is Jenga. God gave me light. A good year full of free will. Truck car, tell me not to spare your life.
Fuck, you know we get caught when you look side to side like what did they say and they hate the Lord's verse and then you realize that the devil is talking to you.
Okay. Wait a minute. 1 second. We wanted to start it with this instead. Don't worry, I'll bring it up. We'll bring it up. We'll show it. We'll start with this.
I guess this is it. I've managed to piss off every single person in existence. And any Discord server, apart from my own. So, I guess in some ways this is it, boys. Okay. It's funny in a lot of ways. Some farewell. Shoes on the bed. I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's only meant to be. Fucking ways to go in the world. This is the fucking way I'm going out, man. Fucking hard. Oh, I can't believe it, man. Thank you. Sorry, I got presents I did. I can sell you out a bit. But I did take a lot of shit. Well, that's just the both the characters. Maybe I'll just kill myself. I guess this is really it. I'm called the semi-final. It's probably just the final. You know what's funny about it all? What's funny about this all?
Dude. I just, once I played that last night as like a meme, as like a little bit, I was like, dude, I have to make an edit of this. So before I started stream today, I had to make that really quick. That's why I was gonna start at like 3, but I wanted to grab a quick shower, make that edit, you know, just relax a bit. Oh man. Okay. So, trough tent. So, hold on. Before Trough 10, very quickly. Dude. Come on, Dev. When the transphobia is woke, so leftists are okay with it. This is a response to Dead Domain making fun of Brianna Wu. Her bragging about being so hyper feminine and knowing how to do makeup only to publicly announce she doesn't know how to do makeup is very funny. It's crazy here that you think this is transphobia. You're just like really stupid. This is like catty shit that like women say to each other about like, oh yeah, you're ugly, you don't know how to do makeup. It's not transphobia. But it's not even close. In fact, if anything, it's revealing your transphobia a little bit, because you're like, oh, like this person is insulting their makeup skills, so they must be suggesting that Brianna Wu looks like a man or something like that. It's just like internalized weird transphobia from yourself. So yeah. Okay, what we have is the deleted stream. Privated, more specifically, not deleted. Privated stream that Sunday privated from the Trough call. We referenced this last time. This was the call where Trough goes into detail about some things. Apparently, he doesn't go into like extreme detail about names or whatever specific, so we should be good on that front. But yeah, this is the call before his breakdown. A little bit before his breakdown. This is the call where Sunday tells him, delete everything. Delete your channel. Get off the internet. So after that, we're going to cover this call from way back 9 months ago that he has on Queeman's channel. So for now, that's what we have. We'll start with this. We'll go over this a little bit. Yeah. Let's see. So welcome First T. Welcome Zoo Phillips. I don't know if we have anyone else in here, but so far, yeah. About 4 people in here. Like and subscribe. Cash App for content suggestions, specific ones that you want me to like really, really focus in on, or you want a message up top on the thing that to keep for like a couple days or whatever. You can like send in like $5 or $10 as a donation. Feel free to send whatever you want. Cash App, Black Plague J, BLQCK PLQGUEJ. Okay. Contra's hyper feminine. Yeah. No joke, when I was dealing with my coke problems, this is exactly what I look like. You look like Trough when you were dealing with your coke problems? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, the music was Keynote. Dude, I had to do it. I was like... I could only think of the Kingdom Hearts theme playing as he's like whimpering. And just saying, well guys, looks like I'm done. I'm finished. Alright. Let's lower this a tiny bit, smidge, and start up this call right here, okay? Let's see. Just in case anyone jumps in, we'll have this open already. So they can just hop in at will if somebody wants to. Cool. Let's start.
Anymore. Good. What did you do? You can speak in general terms. I don't need you to incriminate yourself. You can talk about somebody else who did something like what you did. I don't care. Give me an indication. What did you do?
I have been involved in organized crime in my life at various points, but I don't do that shit anymore.
Okay, I understood. But like, to be clear though, like, so you took, in your words, you talk people out of tens of thousands of dollars. The tenor of your voice right now, and the fact this is obviously distressing you.
What I'm hearing though, I don't know if this is true or not. Hold on. I think from Kathy. This is in a chat here. Chat. Kathy chat. to PS. And then this was PS. Hold on, PS. And chat. But what I'm hearing is from Kathy's end. Kathy can correct me if I'm wrong. Seems like Kathy's frustrated with something here. I think he said this yesterday too. Kathy at PS Prime Clips, who's President Sunday, after PS Prime Clips, after lying to my face about how Aiko didn't know about the mafia thing, Trial leaked your group chat in the call. You and Aiko knew about it since April 8th, you lying piece of shit. Let me see if I can get this actually from him. Hey, do you have the group call leak and screenshots related to PS and Aiko? Because I need more context on this. So, like, apparently he's just pretending here. This is the presumption I'm coming. This is what I'm left to assume here. If this is true. Maybe, like, there's something I'm missing here. Maybe he didn't have full context of, like, he knew, like, there's, like, some criminal background, but he didn't know any specifics or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Me that you were not blowing smoke, that this is actually something you did. And you're proud of it because it demonstrated your prowess in, you know,
Dude, I had
convincing people of things they don't want to do.
I'm not proud of
Right?
anything. I'm fucking sorry. Dude, I'm in my tone of voice right now is because I have spent the last 6 hours
Slow down,
being lambasted,
slow down, slow down,
and I'm
slow down.
fucking-
I understand. Slow down. Take a breath. In 4 seconds, out 4 seconds. I'm not going to bully you. I just want to understand. When I say, while you're doing that, when I say you're proud of it, I'm not saying you're actively proud of it right now. What I'm noting, however, is that in this conversation that was recorded, what I'm noting is that...
I've never been proud of it. I've never been proud of it.
All right, hey, calm down. Calm
I'm
down. It's
never
okay.
proud of
Okay,
it.
hey,
So
hey,
he's crying
hey,
a little bit
Ruff.
here. Suggesting he's never been proud of this. And I guess in a earlier call that was leaked when he was talking about this, like he's just fronting that he's like kind of like proud of it or he has the capabilities of doing this.
Breathe. Stop. Wait till you're not crying before you speak. I wasn't going to attack you. Point I'm getting at is that in the recording, what you say is, I'm good at doing X, Y, and Z because of this. Now, that doesn't mean you're proud of doing that. What it does mean, though, is that you have that logged in the back of your head as evidence of, you know, you're somebody with a certain set of proficiencies, right? You're someone who's capable of doing X, Y, and Z. Beg your pardon?
Fair enough statement.
All right. Just try to find a good level with your microphone here, so I'm understanding what you're saying. Try to.
Apparently
keep
he
calm.
wasn't good at it enough because he got like fired or something like that too. He got like fired. Will you read that yesterday? I don't see it. Kathy, yeah, Kathy, I don't think you've ever sent me this. Oh, this. Oh, okay. Okay, so they're aware of the Marichu Snark leak right here. I thought he was referring to something newer. This is what Kathy's referring to, and it's like a group chat here. I don't know if, it seems like, this is the same group chat. Okay. Gotcha. And then this is the other end. Right here. There we go. So they had a group chat, and they were made aware of this information. And then they're made aware of this Mary Chu trough leaked call here.
But I did push Fireball on this earlier.
Yeah.
I think it's...
Yeah, okay. Got it. So, like, the stuff he is saying about his set of skills or whatever, Sunday is fronting as if he was not made aware of this, and this is, like, new for him, but this is not actually the case. And that's what Kathy is upset about. Reasonably so.
Right.
It's okay.
I'm on my telephone. I'm on my telephone right now.
That's fair. So it's just important that you like keep composure and you keep that thing at an even distance from your face. So I know what you're saying, and you're not saying something you don't mean to say because it cuts out at a bad moment, right?
Can I just fuck it? I'm at the point right now where well, fuck myself, dude. We're getting to levels right now. If any of this shit fucking gets back, I could pretend, and I'm not just saying this for hyperbole. I run the risk of being fucking shot, bruv.
All right. Can I make a strong suggestion for you? If that is the level, that this is at, and I'm saying this because I have an ignorance of your life and anything that you've done to an extent that I'm allowed to be kind in this minimal level, you need to delete your channel and be a
Does anyone think he would actually get shot or anything like that? Like, what did he do? He doesn't go into any, like, hyper specifics. Sold fake therapy calls, right? Fake stocks or some shit like that. And now he does, like, fake reviews.
person. You need to not talk about this stuff in public if that is the kind of situation that you're in. And by talking about it in public, well, it reached my ears, which means it's in public.
I fucked up. I have fucked up.
That's true, but there's a silver lining. But there's a silver lining here, Trough. There's a silver lining. You can close your channel and just stop doing whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, you're probably right, dude.
No, I'm not probably right. I am 100% right, because there's three angles here, and you've introduced one that I hadn't even considered, namely that you're in bodily danger. Okay, the other two are your reputation is in extreme danger. I'm given to understand that people in your personal life know about your channel. Very bad decision, by the way. I wouldn't do that. The second thing is like you are in danger of well, I mean, legal potential. If somebody, for example, decides to start digging into this, right?
Say that again, sorry.
If somebody decides to start digging into this stuff, like the fact that you're talking about it in this key, like it's not looking good, dude. Sorry?
No, I'm fucked, mate. I'm fucked, bruv. I'm completely fucking raped and everything tonight. I've lost every single argument. I'm not.
Has he given enough specifics to be totally fucked? I think if you were to like shut your mouth completely after this point, you should be fine, probably.
I'm fucked in all this argument still.
No, I understand. I understand, but here's the deal.
I wonder if people would come through his streams and put the dude. You know some person is probably hyper like digging through and combing through if they like get obsessed with enough and could maybe put all this stuff together, but it seems unlikely at his current like height right now in terms of popularity. He's not really like that popular.
Sorry?
To a level I didn't think I've overly exposed myself to a level I didn't think possible.
Well,
there is one thing
go on.
I don't want to listen. I don't want to blow up your fucking spot, dude.
You're not blowing up my spot. What is it?
Dude, I think you know what I'm alluding to here slightly.
Are you alluding to the fact that when me and Aiko were in a call with you because you were concerned that Mary Chu was blackmailing you?
I'm certain all I'm certain at least one person has submitted a crime tip on him. I myself was somewhat tempted to. I'm reading a chat, by the way. That's not me saying this. For the life savings theft specifically, I mean, like, I wouldn't blame anyone. Listen. He dug the hole for himself. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone would have any specific information to give to the authorities that would be substantial enough for them to do anything about it necessarily, except for whatever stuff that Troff is saying. Maybe they give like the things that Troff is saying, and authorities look into it themselves and investigate, and maybe they find something. Yeah, that's possible, I suppose.
I didn't want to say it publicly. I'm not going to go at you here. All I would say is that I've had to spend a lot of time defending the messages sent in that transaction.
Why? You don't need to defend those. I would have no problem bringing up that to begin with.
Okay.
So
you haven't got a problem with that bringing up?
No, I have no problem. I have no problem bringing that up at all. I didn't want to step on your guys' toes.
Oh, okay. Well,
general rule of thumb, Troff, never say something in private in a DM with somebody where they have a record of it that you would be afraid of being public.
Okay, fair enough. All I would say is that because I got
Zoo Phillips. People who report nonviolent crimes are sad. No, actually, I think it's important that you report nonviolent crimes like this, because you have to think of it. Remember, these are systematic issues. We have enough like people like taking life savings from people. Remember, life savings could mean the difference between life and death. Like, it's easy to kind of like forget about this, but like if somebody like takes away 10,000 of your hard-earned dollars through a scam, however that scam was initiated or whatever, that money is vital in one way, shape, or form. That's a lot of money to a lot of people. That in of itself, that amount of money can mean the difference between like being able to afford your medication that you desperately need for certain treatments or whatever, or rent, or groceries, or anything else in particular. You know that you need. Something that you need to like maybe use to help out your, like if you have pets, children, stuff like that. Stealing money is horrible, man. It's like understanding like the systematic issues of like state violence and stuff like that. Stealing money is one thing if that's when people are reporting them for. But I doubt they are. I assume it's about the drugs. That's my fault. Yeah, no, it's like if this was just about like stealing like drug money or some shit, I guess, from like other thieves or whatever, like we have nothing to go off of that's even happening or whatever. But like one of the things, remember, I think we went over this yesterday or whatever, but they were selling like fake therapy as well. And dude, apparently it was what, like he stopped doing what he did because, or at least by his words, he had an encounter with somebody that they had scammed. It's not this one. One of these, maybe? I don't remember. They had an encounter with somebody they scammed, and they are on the verge of suicide or whatever. Is it this? It might be this. Troff confirmed that there was a second angle where they would sell fake therapy. I've heard secondhand, so this is not like verifiably true, so like take it with a grain of salt, but if this is like the stuff that he's up to, then like this is really bad. Secondhand is that Troff worked selling the therapy after he sucked shit getting contacts for marks. Apparently people would call the company distraught after losing tens of thousands of dollars. And they would scam them again by selling them fake therapy. So I mean, like, that's not good. That's not good. That's actually the closest thing I can think of, like, in terms of like maybe it sounds exaggerated, but that's pretty evil. That's pretty scummy. Yeah, they called him back panicking allegedly, and like apparently that's like why he quit or whatever, because the decision he decided to make is to calm that guy down and sell him fake therapy to take more money from him, basically. So yeah, like very little sympathy here
Because
for this
tonight,
guy, especially if that's true.
from Dickers and Parry alike,
Yeah.
I got so much shit. For
Yeah.
those
Okay, but that
messages.
doesn't matter. I'm going to be real with you. That doesn't matter. I don't even care about that. That is so
Yeah.
irrelevant. Like everything up until this topic is completely irrelevant. None of that stuff matters at all. You lying to Mary Chu, or you having like a two-faced attitude to Mary Chu, or you giving a different account of your positions to Mary Chu because you're trying to retain a friendship and you're trying to gain, you use like camaraderie in order to like settle down tensions interpersonally. That doesn't matter. Who cares? Like, neither of you people are like big. You're not politicians. You're not big public figures. You are randos with sub 40 concurrent viewer channels. It does not matter. When I learn that, like, you're taking tens of thousands of dollars in people, which by the way is like a life and death amount of money sometimes. That's a different issue, right? Now we're in the domain of like, it doesn't matter how big you are. Now it's like, oh, this is has probably impacted people in like a devastating way, potentially, depending on who it is. I don't think you were doing a Robin Hood thing where you were targeting rich people, right?
I have to agree to disagree on that one.
Do you think it was a Robin Hood
Agree
thing?
to disagree, but it's like, what's the specifics of these? That's kind of important here. But he can't go into the specifics, so now we're just left to assume. And I highly doubt. I mean, like, it is possible. Maybe it's possible he's stealing from, like, huge corporations or some shit like that. And that's, like, one thing. It's still illegal. You shouldn't be doing that regardless. I mean, but, like, I wouldn't really have sympathy, necessarily speaking, for, like, CEOs or some shit like that. But I kind of doubt this, You might be stealing from people that are relatively well off, but, like, there are people that have saved a lot of money that are well off enough. They still don't deserve, like, their money fucking taken from them. Generally speaking,
I don't think the intentions were pure. I wouldn't go that far, but what I would say is that the people, all these people, had a net worth of plus $10 million.
Plus $7 million.
Plus $10 million.
Plus 10 million. Okay, well, hope so. Like, how did you confirm that part? Can I ask, how did you confirm their net worth when you did that? Like,
because I was the one that I was the one that saw it the least. I would mainly
okay.
I would obtain the customer information basis of diamond dealers and Rolex distributors.
All right. You need to stop while you're ahead.
No fucking way. I'll probably fucking.
You got it.
I'm not gonna private the YouTube channel. I'll just fucking brave face it and keep just talking about fire ban. If anyone fucking mentions anything else, just fucking ban.
That would be extraordinarily unwise. That would be extraordinarily unwise. If you put that like
all the information he's giving there, like in terms of like some specifics, we don't know exactly if that's like he's getting into particulars there, but we don't know if that's like still enough to go off of like, oh yeah, he's definitely doing like Robin Hood scams, to people who deserve it or something.
behind you, I have no reason not to believe you because you're doing this. That would be extraordinarily unwise. What's the goal? So what if you enjoy? Are you enjoying this right now? Are you finding this interesting? Because this is, I got to tell you, this is what it is. You're either predator or prey if this is the kind of content you're doing.
No, I understand, dude. I feel like my whole fucking. That's me being average dramatic. I don't like stuff funny around me. At the end of the day, it's just a fucking hobby, but I ain't somebody who enjoy.
Okay.
Listen.
I don't
listen,
believe him
I'm gonna
either.
be. I'm gonna be.
It's really hard. Also, like, why would you feel any amount of guilt, or say like I wasn't proud of doing any of this stuff if you were doing Robinhood scams? I'll tell you this. First of all, I wouldn't announce if I was doing crimes in general. That's the first thing. But say I was dumb enough to like even divulge like the like small amount of vagueness to like any specific like financial schemes or scamming or knowledge, you know. I would I would try to do it like Trough. But legitimately, I don't mind if corporations get stolen. I fucking hate them. I wouldn't endorse it. I don't endorse it. I don't endorse people doing it, but I don't really care that anything bad happens to them. So if I was to do that, I wouldn't take from like people who kind of need that money. And I wouldn't feel guilty about it, is what I'm saying. If I expressed any like, oh, I've done this behavior and I don't feel guilty about it at all. That's how I would talk about it. I wouldn't talk about it as if like, oh, I regret all these actions. I feel really guilty. I wouldn't almost be to tears about it. I just wouldn't. It just wouldn't be the case. Also, the therapy story, if true, also is like not a good indicator that you're doing Robinhood scams, you know?
Be real with you, okay? I called you in expecting you to go, because I had seen like a couple seconds of this, and I was expecting you to be flustered. I was expecting you to go, like, look, okay, I worked for like a shitty call center or something, and that was like years ago when I was out of high school or whatever. I didn't like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I didn't expect. Okay, so when we're at this level here, it's like it's kind of a game changer.
No, you're fair enough. Listen, bro, this shit weighs on my mind all the fucking time, and you can take that as a statement.
Okay, for clarification, by the way, for the aforementioned, what Trough is referring to is Aiko DM'd me saying, "Hey, Mary Chu posted this thing, sent this thing to Trough," and it was like really threatening. So I said, "Okay, well, let's go over it." And then afterwards, Mary Chu was texting him, and I said, "Hey, you should ask X, Y, and Z to try and get a definitive statement as to what her intentions are."
Can we just make it very clear? I'm not trying to put the spot here. You did direct me in every single message I responded with.
I directed you in a few of them. Yeah, not every single one. It was near the end there. I said, "Hey, you should ask like what do you mean by that?"
One's the word of contention. Again, I'm not trying to fucking slag you off here, dude.
I don't really care. The point though is that like that doesn't really matter. You also recall at the beginning of that call, I learned, oh, you're in Indonesia. Yeah. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. You're very worried about this. Hey, Trough, am I going to learn anything about you after this?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But you asked me if I'd had child porn kids, which I've not done.
Good. That was an example. That was an example.
Yeah, well, that's the one I remember you asking me on the call, because it's saying, but there's nothing involving kids, right? That's what I remember you saying.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to fucking...
Okay. I don't... listen, Trough, I just don't worry about it. You don't have the capacity to. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, a part of the reason why Aiko is talking to me is because I don't get into this situation. I don't do the kind of thing that I need to hide in that way, and I don't talk about it in the way right now I'd be in trouble.
So he directs several messages. He helps direct him to respond to Mary Chu in specific ways. It's not just the last two messages or something like Aiko says. Aiko maybe like only gave input on the last two messages. I remember her saying she only gave help to Trough in the last two messages, but Sunday's saying otherwise. Not all the messages, but more than two for sure. we want to go over this call? We'll go over this call afterwards. Why not?
Fortunately, I don't have to do many steps for that latter thing because of the first thing. But like, I don't say things to people or tell people to do things or whatever that I would be worried about afterwards. I gave you advice to navigate something since it seemed like someone was trying to intimidate you. This is the kind of thing you should say in order to get like a definitive statement. Because what you could do is go like, calm down, I'm not doing anything with this, I'm just showing you what you said. In which case it'd be over, right?
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Why is Aiko defending this guy? Well, because this person was being treated unfairly in another arena. This is something separate. I don't know. Did Aiko know about this beforehand? I don't think she did.
No about what? Sorry, specifically.
Well, the stuff that Dickers is bringing up here. I see Aiko's being very silent here. I don't think she knew.
No, I don't.
Okay, look. You're.
I don't want to fucking drag anyone into any shits. Okay.
Okay.
All I would say is that there was.
He does seem drunk right now.
The mafia clip was not as fucking as surprising as you may have implied, but I can understand why she fucking didn't want to necessarily fucking admit that at the time. But I'm not gonna fucking.
What are you talking about?
He's suggesting right there when he says, he's like, the mafia clip is not as surprising as she may have implied, which I think he's referring to Aiko feigning ignorance at the mafia clip. I think that's what he's referring to. He's like, Aiko's kind of like bullshitting right now. She's pretending like she didn't know about this.
There was a recording of me alluding to, alluding such a fucking stupid words, fucking probably hyperbolics from where I don't fucking know how to describe it. Probably oversharing about some things that I had done in my life.
Okay. What were the things you did?
And I had the impression, and I could be wrong here, that Aiko tried to say, well, I hadn't really seen this clip before in detail. But I could be misconstruing that. I don't want to fucking stand by that fucking tape to fucking honest you, dude.
Okay.
I don't really want to.
So she saw a clip in she saw a clip in detail. Is what you're saying?
I think she had spoken to me about said clip.
Okay. Did she speak to you about said clip and watch it with you, or did you hear from somebody else that she had encountered a talk about this clip?
This was in a message. She had spoken to me about said clip in a message, and then in my interpretation again, I don't really want to fucking. I've already fucking got no fucking friends in the world right now, so I don't particularly want to piss off Aiko and all. But I had the impression that she was trying to act slightly more ignorant to the clip than she did at the moment.
And where was she trying? I have not seen this. Where was she trying to act ignorant to a clip?
That was during the Dickers debate when Parry insisted on it being shown.
In what sense was she acting ignorant to something that she already knew?
It seemed like I got the impression that she was implying that she has was only really seeing this trip truly and understanding it truly for the first time during the debate. But again, maybe that's me misunderstanding.
She is a little slow, so maybe she was slow on the uptake for that one.
It's not something I want to particularly stand on business on.
Do you think it's okay? Fair. Do you think it's possible that she actually was only seeing it and understanding it for the first time in the course of that debate?
I don't know. Potentially, all I would say is that we had spoken about it briefly privately, so it just came across a bit strange. But again, I don't want to fuck. Dude, I'm already losing everyone.
I would not be surprised if she was feigning ignorance on purpose. Like it's just playing pretend. There's no way, bro. He's saying we spoke about it privately. I feel like that's something you would remember too. This kind of information. I don't know, man.
Fucking lost pretty much every single fucking person in the world on this shit. I'm already basically fucking.
Okay, but here's the thing though. It doesn't matter.
Sorry, very quickly. I'm in the fucking throes of basically this is the end of it, really. I'm gonna try to attempt to fucking do some Firebat streams, and if that fucking doesn't work,
don't attempt to do some Firebat streams. Just log off. Go into the real world.
Yeah, I do that shit. This is all the fucking problems, man.
Go serve coffee or push carts or do a job. Like I don't know what to tell you, dude. Go do something.
I got a fucking job, man. I make fucking $6,000 a month.
So what are you doing this for? Why are you on your computer crying about this? Why would you do that to yourself?
because I enjoyed it. It was fun. I liked. I don't know. I never thought I'd be famous.
You
for
just
anything,
told
but
me
I don't
earlier
know.
in this call that the stuff that you talked about could get you bodily, like, attacked.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I know. I know.
You
I
sound like
don't
you
care.
sound like you give a shit.
I give a shit as I don't want to die, bro.
Are you
As I-
am I speaking to someone who like
I'm prioritizing my content career over my safety. I gotta tell you, that's my primary interest is making content. We're out here, we're live on Kick right now. About to get shot in the head after running my mouth a little bit. Because the Indonesian mafia was very upset with me.
Respect. Are you like a folk manufacturer?
Babbling on and on in a drunken state?
Because right now, like, have you been hitting it? Like, what level are you at right
I don't
now?
know, man. I don't even think it's the drunkenness. I think I'm just a bit numb and a bit. I don't know. The thing is, I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything. I don't know.
What's
I don't know. I feel like the
Go on.
whole world is against me right now. I feel the whole world's against me right now, and I know I've embarrassed myself.
Well, here's the thing though, Truff. Like, there's different.
I've never embarrassed so
There's
much
yeah,
like
but
this in
here's
my
here's the
life.
thing. Here's the thing though, Truff. There's reasons why the whole world is against you, and there are ways to make the whole world not against you. One of them is you cooperate to the extent that the people you're engaging with are not being actively predatory on you, and you be honest to the extent that you can be safely, and you don't try to disperse the accountability. If you end up being the enemy of the things that you did that were wrong as much as anybody else, that becomes a basis for general forgiveness. If you are trying to protect yourself and making a spectacle of it and doing it badly, that's when it gets difficult. Because nobody likes that on every single level, right?
Yeah.
Am I making sense? So like when you start bringing up like, oh, I think Aiko was aware of this, it's like, it sounds like you're trying to pad it out. And I'm going to talk to Aiko about that afterwards. But it sounds like you're trying to like sort of pad things out and be like, well, these other people around me were okay with it, so it's like, go talk to them. That's not cool. Like, what's the thought process? What made you do that?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what anything I'm doing.
Okay,
right
well,
now,
that's why I'm telling you before you speak to breathe, right? Because I don't want you just saying shit. I want to learn stuff. I don't want to just hear you like,
I'm
blubbering.
floundering, bro. I'm floundering right now.
Yeah, but you're floundering because of a lack of discipline. Bluntly, like you're not stopping and deciding what you're going to do and say.
You're right, bro. I'll be honest with you, dude. I don't know, man. Listen, dude, you don't want to fucking hear this shit.
I do actually. Why do you think I'm talking to you?
That's long silence, dude.
I'm a heavily depressed alcoholic, brother. And I'll be honest with you. When I first came back to this country, I was expecting to get shot on the head over the way that I left the company the fucking first time. The way that I had left the organization.
Can I make a suggestion?
Time.
Okay, Truff. I'm actually not going to make a suggestion.
I want to know the background lore of this so bad, but I don't want him getting killed over it, over learning this stuff.
I'm actually going to insist on this. Do not talk about things in public that implicate.
I'm very curious, but not at the expense of this, dude. Redeem yourself, buddy. Okay. Pay for your crimes in jail, pay your restitutions, all that stuff. You don't need to be getting shot or killed.
People who want to hurt you or who you may think may want to hurt you, you do not know who's watching.
It's too late for that, man. I'm a dead man walking, bro.
Well, why are you in Indonesia then? Why would you go to a country where you're in danger? What was the purpose? There's other places to go.
Things worked out okay in the end, but I think after
it sounds like you need to get out of Indonesia. Bluntly, if you're making $6,000 a month, you can afford to get out of Indonesia. Those American dollars.
Yeah.
So you're living like a king in Indonesia. So get out of Indonesia. Where are you gonna go?
I got nowhere to go, bro.
Why can't you go to the? Are you from the UK originally? You sound like you're from the UK. Australia? Where are you from?
I got nothing. I think for me, dude. It is what it is at this point.
No, but where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm British, but I got no life me there, dude. I got no
Go
life
go
me
to
anyway,
go to
dude.
the UK. What do you mean you got no life?
I got
How much
nothing
how much
going
do you
for
how
me,
much do
man.
you have how much do you have in the bank right now?
Fucking, I don't know, a few grand, 10
A few
grand, 20 grand, maybe.
10 grand, 20 grand. How much is the flight out of Indonesia?
That's not the point, bro. That's
Do you
not the
still have
point.
okay? Are you in legal trouble if you go back to the UK?
The 20 grand, how much would a flight out of Indonesia be? I might be overestimating how much a flight would be. If I had to guess, a ticket might be like 250, maybe? Maybe that's like overstating. How much would a flight out of Indonesia? How much would a flight out of Indonesia be? Yeah. Budget options are often found for under 150 to nearby countries. So I guess it depends on where you go. Let's see. Flights from Indonesia to the UK typically range from 480 to over 1,000 for a round trip. So if you have like 20,000, I don't know how much like apartments or stuff like that over in the UK is, but if you have like 20,000 or something like that, you'd have 19,000 left over or something like that. If you make 6K a month, that's not too bad. If he continued that job, even if it's scamming or whatever, he'd be making 6K a month. He'd be able to save just enough to be able to probably afford like rent or something like that in the UK. At that point, you can maybe establish a new life or something like that, get out of scamming and find something like legitimate. I don't know what he would do, but if he makes 6K a month, he should go to Singapore. He would be safe. Maybe. Is it cheaper to go to Singapore? Would it be cheaper? Let me see. How much would a flight out of Indonesia to Singapore be? To Singapore. 36, 150 USD. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty damn cheap. Now, I don't know what he would want to do in Singapore. I don't know. He'd be probably safer in Singapore. That would be for certain. I would imagine. Or at least I would think.
I've got a few. I've got a lot of tax bills and
Yeah.
fraud
Is someone
charges.
gonna come and off you if you go to the UK, or is that more likely in Indonesia?
At this point, I don't give a shit. I'm probably going to delete most of my VODs tonight, and I'm probably going to never talk about it again, and just wish for the best. To be quite frank with you.
Well,
I
if
think
you're making, I'm gonna be blunt with you. If you're making like $6,000 a month, and you're in a place where you do not need 6,000 American a month to live very well, I would start putting a whole lot of that aside. Cut the booze, because that's going to cost you a lot. It's also going to kill you early. Put all that aside, and at some point, pay off the stuff you owe, and to the extent that you can, pay back the people you stole from, if that's even possible. That's your mission in life now. That's what you got going for you.
Yeah, if he wants to, he can go home. It can be simple as that. But if you're really worried about his safety, I'd go to Singapore. Would it be more safe in Singapore than the UK? Maybe. Probably.
And by the way,
Well, no, if Singapore's closer or something like, why would it be any more safe?
if you can do those things, that's cool. If you don't do those things, it's not cool. And there's no coming back from this in the sense of like, oh, we'll just stream Firebat stuff and people forget it. It's like, no. Up until this point in the conversation, everything...
Singapore was kind of a don't ask questions policy as long as you have not already been convicted of anything and it's very safe is why I suggest it. But if he shows up looking like shit, they will flag. Yeah.
Was forgettable. Past this point in the conversation, you have crossed a boundary that you cannot cross back from again without tremendous trials, okay? Because now you're a person of interest, so to speak.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. I don't listen. I was just fucking...
Go get some sleep. Stop streaming.
I was just a fucking guy.
Well, now you're a fucking guy with the criminal history that you're both like shush about and you've been defensive of. So like I'm just being straight with you. Now you're a guy people are interested in following, and before now people weren't. Now people are.
That's fair enough. You know,
all right.
I've made mistakes.
You're making one right now. The impulse to talk to me live is a mistake. You could have said no. Just so you know.
He should go to the UK, but clearly he does not want to be there. I'm taking what Sunday is saying at face value. Yeah, maybe he's got like family issues or something in the UK or something. Or he said he has nowhere to go in the UK. It's probably more expensive to get yourself situated in the UK, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I would imagine it's probably more expensive than like say Singapore or Indonesia to get yourself situated. Fuck, man. If I spoke the language, Indonesia would sound kind of nice in terms of, you know, financial means, I guess. But yeah, I don't know.
Because you don't know me.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, no, fair enough. I think ultimately I can probably swing it just by.
I think you need to go drink some water. I think you need to go back to work. Don't bring the fire. Don't do the Firebat stuff. Don't do anything. I think keep your Discord server if you want. Don't do the Firebat stuff. Stop making a spectacle of yourself. Go drink some water. Stop drinking as much. Like start winding that down. I understand at a certain point you can't just stop. Start winding that down. If the job you're doing is putting you in more danger, you need to get out of there. You gotta leave. Okay, because if you don't have the chops for this, you don't have the chops for that. You know how you can tell? You know how you can tell someone's like a really shit scam artist? They keep fucking bragging about it, and they get caught bragging about it.
Dude, it's rough, man. Insult to the injury, man. Jeez. Yeah, you can post up and dry out in Singapore. Singapore also is mostly English speakers. Yeah. I hear shit's going down over on Dicker's TV right now.
You know?
You might look at that.
I don't know. I'd like to just picture myself. Listen, I never killed anybody. I never fucking seriously harmed anybody. I never fucking.
Well, how much money would you?
You may not physically, but like if you're stealing a ton of money, like again, it's like everyone likes to make this separation between like physical violence, you know, and like systematic violence or whatever. But like you could have inadvertently caused somebody's suicide, caused somebody's like death through like lack of means of funding or whatever to get what they need by scamming money out of them. Like, you know, a lot of money out of them. So, I mean, you don't know for certain, but you know, For all you know, that's probably happened. For all you know, you're partially responsible for somebody's death. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm not saying you definitely killed somebody through these means, but like that's something that has to be on your conscience a little bit, is that like there is an uncertainty that you probably did that. You probably helped facilitate that. You know.
You put down that every single person you took upwards of $1,000 from had a net worth of over 10 million.
Well, I only ever got 3 paid deals, and one of them was the CEO of a Bulgarian pharmaceutical company.
Okay.
One owned the biggest taxi firm in Prague, and the other one.
Okay, hang on.
was...
Stop. Okay. You were naming people. Stop. What are you doing?
I'm not naming anybody.
That's a single person. These are single people you just mentioned, dude.
Alright. Whatever. Oh, fucking whatever.
Okay.
Fuck it, yeah, you're right.
I'm going to go live again because I don't know if this stream endangers you. So we're going to end here.
Get the dickers. To invoke Loki's wager, I don't know when stealing counts as violence, but 10K is well past that line. I would say if you're stealing tens of thousands, you know, 10K, something around that, even probably, I don't know if I would go 1K. It's definitely possible. But, like, you never know, man. Like, you just don't really know. Like, I think you should have a reasonable certainty that if you scam enough money out of somebody, like, if you're taking enough from them, there is the possibility that you're contributing to like a real harm in their life. That could have that result, you know? Like, people don't like to think of this, but it's true. It is true. All right, let's see what's going on the Dickers TV stuff before we move on to other stuff on Truff. Because I'm hearing, is Aiko getting grilled or what's going on exactly?
Right, last chance or something, like, quote unquote.
Do we want to start a little bit? Somewhere around here, I feel like. Probably work.
Okay. There is not pressure. But hey, I'll hop in the open live. She can join when she wants, okay?
Plus $10 million.
Plus 10 million, okay.
Well, there are people who say that 10K is nothing. Fuck those people. Most people, it takes 10... Yeah, it took years to save up 10K. Yeah, depending on what job you have or whatever, yeah, it can take years to save just 10K. The people who say 10K is nothing are incredibly privileged, spoiled, and don't know the value of money. They don't get it. They really don't.
Oh, she's calling me directly. Okay.
Hey.
Hello, Aiko Rules. Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. So the Indonesian Mafia clip, not in the original call. I uploaded I sent you the call, right?
Yes. So
you have the
Indonesia Mafia clip is not in the original call.
No, like,
Grace, be honest with how you actually feel about it.
to stop me.
Let's speed through this, guys, okay? Forgive me on this, but we're gonna speed. Is this the original, right? YouTube call leaked.
That's not right. You know, like,
You put notice on him then. Even though the things you could be doing if you're choosing not to, such as mental limit therapy, like fractions, something like that. Grace, be honest with how you actually feel about it. How do you feel about
I am putting those on fire. It's fire. It's personally still talking about it.
Sorry, I have to do like the large speed, right?
I did push fire on this earlier, and this fire themselves, then I changed their number and deleted their Facebook. Now, what that materializes because what's put in the gospel is missing.
Most people need to understand that what they're doing is healthy. What needs to happen is that if she has a bad issue, she wants to make it through channels. And if we take it what you need to do is take it immense. She can't get something, it's crazy. They're saying you are doing it.
I put that together. It's like I don't know, fire was sitting there. Victor was sitting there towards being Sarah. For months, I was talking Sarah. I guess Sarah would want to declare her own name and give her own story. That's entirely reasonable.
If you're on screen, like telling a story, she's on screen telling a story, and she's talking about it's not that's the correct she's forward. It's just insane. What else? Listen, how does she get out of training? What does it look like? What's her training around? They constantly using something else. Sometimes she's because he wants people in the chat. She's more chat, what's it look like? Maybe training something around.
I mean, that's not like it is in my almost. Is it Sarah? Is Sarah following fire about? Or is Sarah just watching coverage of the fire already shit?
Why should you do that? She's training, right? Why should you just moving on?
What's it? She probably enjoys it. She probably enjoys it. You know,
it's the problem.
I do, but it's fine. Okay, right, it's not my
I want to see if I can find this. I would imagine it happens if there's a moment that this happens in this original thing. Maybe it's around here. Oh, wait. It might be this.
Confront people in the slightest. Action. That's what I'm asking for your opinion. Then that's just Sarah saying, hey, are you sure this is the most healthiest thing for you to do? But how do you word it?
I don't know, man. If I felt like someone shouldn't be engaging in my content when I'm talking about a specific person, I think I would just be pretty straight up about it. But that's me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking you. That's what I'm asking you because and this is my own shortcomings. I am too much of a pussy to be able to do it myself. So that's why I'm asking. You know, my own words. That's why I'm asking for your words here. Because
I can't give you words. Listen, I'm a very poorly socialized person. I do not know what the fuck I'm doing.
How would you give me some fucking leverage shit? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna start a snark stream saying, hey, I tried to convince Sarah Faison, and no, fuck me up, and I'm gonna do it now is the right thing to do with regards to your own mental health and the way you feel. My heart sounds fucking gay. My heart to fucking heart was
okay. Probably here, maybe. Does he? I don't remember if he mentions Indonesia Mafia in this clip. I know he talks about how he had to scam people or whatever.
Listen. I made a living out of convincing people to depart with tens of thousands of dollars.
Okay. So she hears this clip. He says, I made a living making money, scamming people out of money, tens of thousands of dollars. Does he say anything about the Indonesia Mafia? Is that like the key thing that she wants to make clear, that she didn't know that he worked for the mafia or something like that? But like, you would have to imagine that you're working for like a criminal organization or something if you're doing stuff like that.
The call from me. That call.
Rules. Welcome to the stream. How's it going?
Good. So the Indonesian Mafia clip, not in the original call.
Now I feel like I'm being convinced that you should just let it slide because it's easier.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that I can talk to people and I can convince people to part with all their money. That is how I deal with social interactions, but that does not translate well to try to deal with people in a polite society. So I can predict conversations. I'm great at predicting conversations. I'm great at controlling situations to go in my favor. However, that is not what I want to do when I'm trying to have heart-to-heart. So I'm asking genuinely. Okay,
because I can see heart and shoot from the heart. I can't tell you how to do that because I'm not you.
Yeah, but I can't do that because my heart. My heart sounds fucking gay. My heart to fucking heart was oh god, it's like a fucking cringe lord. I am just in general emotionally fucking compromised because of my fucking experiences.
Let's see if he mentions like Indonesian Mafia or something like that. Is the specifics that she wants to make clear that she didn't know he was part or had a past part of this specific group, or is she trying to feign ignorance that like he was a scammer at all?
I have the emotions of a fucking psychopath. Like, that's why I'm asking for your take on these things.
I said all I can say, man. Like, you need to be honest. How you feel is how you should proceed. Like, you know how hard to know what comes from. What is advantageous to me in some way? I mean, if it is just acting on what's advantageous, then fine. I mean, you're free to do nothing. It's just that people like me tend to notice when something is clearly dishonest and speak about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's not even advantageous. Like, it's just, I don't know. You remember, I was drilled to just, ruin people's fucking lives.
I was drilled to ruin people's lives.
And just not even think 2 seconds about it. So emotionally, I am very much compromised,
John, but I think I said about all I can say. To be honest with you, I have stuff to do.
No, sorry, I'll try my best. I will try this.
I mean, I'll just do what's right. What you think is right. If I'm not happy.
Okay. Is this the original? Let's see what Dicker's responds with here.
I uploaded you. I sent you the call, right?
Yes. So
you have the call from me.
Yep.
And what timestamp did you say?
It's around 45 minutes.
And that's what we just played, I think. That's what we just played. Around 45 minutes. Let's play it again real quick.
You need to be honest. How you feel is how you should proceed.
Okay, let's slow it down. Right about here.
Like,
I'll
what's
give it
actually
my
in your
best.
heart of hearts and not what comes from, well, this is advantageous to me in some way. I mean, if it is just acting on what's advantageous, then fine. I mean, you're free to do nothing. It's just that people like me tend to notice when something is clearly dishonest and speak about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's not even advantageous. Like, it's just, I don't know. You gotta remember, I was drilled to just, you know, ruin people's fucking.
Okay, so he might be wrong on the exact time mark, but it's around here. He is right. It is around here. Like we saw it like towards the later half.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
It's because of my fucking experiences.
Because I think you criticized Parry at the time for not watching the call in its entirety, so I assumed that you had.
I did watch. I did. Like at that time. Yes. Wait, 45. Can we play it real
Yeah,
quick?
so the version you sent me is 46 minutes, so it's the same. It's the same part. Yeah. Okay. Let me share my screen then.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how you missed this part. I don't know how this is like something you miss. Maybe the specifics of who he worked for or whatever is not included, right? So that part can be like a surprise to you of like, but you would have to imagine if like this guy's like a scammer or whatever, and he scammed that amount of money that he's like, you know, it is possible that, you know, you could have this idea that he's like doing this on his own, but it's highly likely that he's like working with an organized group of people, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Oh God, it's like a fucking cringe lord. I am just in general emotionally fucking compromised because of my fucking experiences. You know, I have the emotions of a fucking psychopath. Like, that's why I'm asking for your take on these things.
Okay, a little bit earlier.
Because my heart's I'm not trying to convince people. Listen, I made a living out of convincing people to depart with tens of thousands of dollars in a
Now I
scheme.
feel like I'm being convinced that you should just let it slide because it's easier.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, right,
Aiko really wanted Perry to watch the whole thing. Surely she did.
is that I can talk to people and I can convince people to part with all their money. That is how I do with social
Maybe she
interactions,
forgot.
but that's
Maybe she forgot about this. Maybe she smoked a little bit too much. She got a little too high and she forgot. Whoopsie. You know, a little whoopsie. A little whoopsie. Let's check if I got anyone in the chat that I missed. Yeah, I didn't. Okay.
translate well to try to deal with people in a polite society.
Okay, so it's...
Where does it say Indonesian mafia?
We can go back and...
Oh my god. How did I know? How did I know? Dude, how did I know? How did I? Because she wanted the specifics of like, this is who he worked for. I didn't know who he worked for, but like, okay, how did I know? Because this is how I knew she would operate a little bit, where it's like, it is true, specifics of who he worked for, which is the mafia, Indonesian mafia, or at least that's what he claims, is not said directly in this call. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't go through the entire call, but through like the portions that we looked at, right? And I would imagine if that was mentioned, they would have showed that exactly. But I knew she would operate in a manner of like, well, I knew something, but I didn't know the specifics. And I want to clarify, I didn't know he was in the Indonesian mafia, or he used to be.
No, that I think that's later in the call. Okay.
Happiest. And they go, yes. Where do you go from there?
What you're doing is trying to predict how the conversation happens as a way of trying to allow to having it. Oh, well, this will happen. You don't know what she's going to do. She's a person in her own right. I've been like accused of like infantilizing this person like to hell and back when it's really not the case. People can think that way. It's like, well, now you're speaking for her. You're saying, well, she's going to do this. Well,
I'm not trying to listen, I made a living out of convincing people to depart with tens of thousands of dollars.
I made a living convincing people to depart with tens of thousands of dollars.
And now I feel like I'm being convinced that you should just let it slide. It's easier.
No, what I'm trying to say is, right, is that I can talk to people, I can convince people to part with all their money. That is how I deal with social interactions, but that does not translate well to try to deal with people in a polite society. So I can predict conversations. I'm great at predicting conversations. I'm great at controlling situations in my favour. However, that is not what I want to do when I'm trying to have heart-to-heart. So I'm asking genuinely. Okay,
it's heart to heart and shoot from the heart. I can't tell you how to do that because I'm not you.
Okay, so you know that this is from the call that apparently got released. This is just a snippet of it, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is only. I'll give you the whole. I uploaded it to Streamable.
So this is where he's talking about like scamming people out tens of thousands of dollars, right?
Does he say Indonesian mafia in this call?
Oh my god. That's so good. That's so good. I love it. I love it. Oh my god.
At all.
I remember that he did, but
No,
Like, I
he
remember
didn't, because I would remember in this call specifically.
I believe so. Yeah, it's
I
from
did
the same
not
call. It's slightly cut up.
No, it's not. I listened to the entire thing. When the thing that was released, the thing that I sent you, I listened to the entire thing. Never.
Wait, he calls it the organized Indonesian outfit. Does he in this call? Oh, I really want to know now. Maybe he doesn't in this call.
In lives and just not even think 2 seconds about it.
It is possible. This chatter is probably capping, bro. Maybe he says this in like another video and they're just misremembering.
Co-host with her for a bit, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this deal, and then we're gonna do a Mary Sue Snark stream."
Okay,
Right?
sorry, we're speeding this up, not for the sake of anyone else listening, but for me listening, so we don't have to like spend all day on this.
I'm not gonna do it. You know, and she did say things again today as well. You know, we just another fight coverage, and then covering, you know, the conversation you had with, Aiko and herself. And I just, you know, I got very quiet. I'm just not on the same page. That's more just a different principle. I'm not gonna snark you. I like you, and
Don't like the face like this, honestly. What's something you now feel like you're wrong, actually?
don't get me wrong, that's definitely a big part of it. That isn't my main thing. My main thing is that I'm not in the business of snarking somebody that I don't want to snark and get on with. Listen, fuck, you know, I could have come to place and yeah, fuck Mary Sue, man, she fucking sucks. Let's fucking go chat. But I didn't do that because I don't feel that way.
I don't see where he would say Indonesian outfit anywhere here. Let's see, 36 here.
People stop enabling this like insane shit going on between Bat and Sarah right now. So that's mainly what I'm concerned with, I guess, to use the meme word that I'm not associated with. I don't know, man. It's fair enough to say all this kind of stuff. I do think some action needs to be taken. I think it needs to be backed up with more than just what I agree and private.
Fuck it, let's just do a fucking stream. Hang on, let's do a fucking, when you got the free time, let's do a stream. I'll fucking be free open, but I feel.
All I will say is, like, think about whether it's something you just want to start putting out there publicly.
Basically, I don't know how I feel. I'll be honest with you, like, I agree with you, but I don't have a strong opinion either fucking way. Like,
Okay, I'm not looking through this entire fucking call for like eons, even at like lightning speed. Let's continue on. Hold on.
Said Indonesian mafia. That would have probably stuck
Oh,
out
okay.
to me.
So he apparently calls it an organized Indonesian outfit from the original
He
call,
doesn't-
apparently. We can go through it and listen to it if you
I'll
don't think that he
listen-
says that he was involved in organized crime. He's like
I
talking
don't
pretty
remember
explicitly about the fact that he's
exactly-
like scamming, right?
Well, I mean, okay, so my read in this situation. I'll tell you my thought process in this. So
Somebody says, pretty sure he said organized crime.
find Trough from Harry. Trough, I think he was
Like,
very
okay, take away the specifics of saying I worked for the Indonesian mafia, an organized crime, or like I worked for an Indonesian crime outfit or whatever. Take away anything like that. Like the last portion of this call where he's talking about his experience where he used to he says I used to scam tens of thousands of dollars off of people. Yeah, like Kathy's right here, up in this top. It doesn't matter. He said he's a scammer. Aiko said she had no idea he was a scammer. Now, I'll take Kathy's word on this. Okay, apparently that's a whole dispute or whatever. I haven't seen her say this because I didn't like look through every single portion of the content. But if that's the case, if she's saying I had no idea he was a scammer, but you say you watched this, right? You should have known he was a scammer because he admits it. He admits it. And there's a reason why Trough says, I'm a little surprised that she was feigning ignorance because we've talked about this privately.
fun, you know, and he gives off this helpless vibe. I am a sucker for that. I see people that seem helpless and I start, you know, defending them if I think that they didn't do anything to deserve whatever is happening. That's my instinct. So when I started preparing for the Perry debate...
Oh, dude, this is... dude, this is manipulative here. This feels manipulative. The way she's saying this, it feels manipulative. It feels like, I just wanted to take care of little baby boy. I just want to take care of a little baby boy because I'm a caregiver. You know, little baby boy needed little baby boy assistance, you know. I was trying to help a little baby boy change his diapers. You know, he was crying. He needed his bottle. You know, I was just caretaking. I just felt bad for him. I was manipulated. Come on, dude. No way. No way, man.
I was like focused on those streams and what I knew at the time, or rather, okay, wait, let me think about this. So when this happened, Trough, when Mary was like blackmailing him or sending him those coercive, threatening DMs, then he sent them to me, and I told Sunday, because I am a dumb fuck who actually believed that his life could be in danger. I am a stupid fucking retard for believing him in that. What?
Have you got the DMs from when he messaged you? Did he say that his life was in danger and so he needed
No.
your help to be able to like message Mary too?
No, that's not. No. That's not what he said. He told me that this was going on. I mean, overall, like this, Listen, I've known people IRL with crazy past stories that used to be involved in crazy things that, changed their lives, and they're not those people anymore. So I didn't know what any of the stuff he was saying, but I had already planned on having a stream with him after this Perry stuff was over, so I could go through all the stuff that Kathy was saying about him being right-wing, sending around these clips and stuff. So I'm not taking anything just based on.
If someone lied in this way to Aiko, she would spend a year A-logging them. But it's okay if she does it. This is true. Queen Bee's right here.
Off of what Kathy is clipping and shipping, right? So I was already gonna ask him about all of these things, and then it would have come out. But I,
So you knew that he was. So you know that he used to scam people out of tens of thousands of dollars, and then he still self-described himself as an emotional. Did he say sociopath or psychopath?
I don't know. I heard whatever he was saying. I didn't really understand what was going on.
Oh, I heard whatever he was saying. I didn't really understand what was going on. Let's hear that again. Let's hear that again. That was epic. I need to hear it slower.
As an emotional. Did he say sociopath or psychopath?
I don't know. I heard whatever he was saying. I didn't really understand what was going on.
Dude, it's so good.
I was like, I'll worry about that later. I don't know.
Okay.
I believe that he was in danger of IRL people, of it fucking up his IRL life. I'm too easily manipulated. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Apologize for buying this shit, but I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. I need to understand the context of things, and I didn't have the time to look into the context of those things. And
he had 10 hours to respond to Perry. A dude.
What I wanted to talk to Perry about was my issues with him and his conduct in all of this.
He's more concerned about his conduct. The worst part of this is that Aiko is going to circle on this for a week while Troff is off at nightclubs. Nightclub. Dude, Troff is going to be living his best life at nightclubs. Well, he's circling around. It's spiraling.
Well, I mean, that's not necessarily true, right? So you did say that you wanted to be able to litigate the Troff stuff on Wednesday, because apparently all the lies about him you would prove weren't true. I think you did you speak to me?
I didn't understand. I don't understand. I don't remember. It's always the same story. Sorry. You guys, sorry I'm retarded. D doesn't work. Apologize for the people you lied about.
Feeling bad about the treatment of Troff?
Oh my god, man. This is brutal. This is brutal, man. Social media is trained people to think it's okay to say anything as long as you can't be proven wrong, I suppose. Oh, fuck, this is so good, man.
Your debate boiled down to, you taking Troff's side and, Harry taking Mary Chu's side in this stuff, right?
It wasn't supposed to be like that. Harry kind of attached himself on my... Okay, I'm trying to...
Just to be super clear, for the way that it got communicated to me, because I said to you, what's the specific topic of the debate? Okay? And then you say, I've got a couple notes. You'll probably need a little context of the Mary Chu blackmail situation.
Yeah.
So, and then you send me the DMs between Mary Chu and Troff. So I think Troff was pretty integral, and these DMs on this call was pretty integral to the drama, right?
Well, yeah, because that is what I was saying is suddenly, 1 second, Perry saying that Mary releasing that call makes her seem like a serial killer, and Perry has no problem with what was going on with that. And then suddenly he flips and he's just saying everything that Mary was saying. And I was like, okay, so the only thing that changed was the criticism of your debate moderation.
Okay. But just in terms of talking about what information you knew, so when did you see...
Patiently waiting for the Glove Shadow Discord politics drama Segi is over so we can get on to the Saikuno and quartering coverage. Perry thought it was hilarious that the intro made her look like a serial killer.
The Indonesian mafia clip.
Yeah. The framing of, that sounds like even just outside of, this context here. The framing of saying, Perry said releasing this makes her seem like a serial killer. Knowing Perry and his way of using words. That could be like just a compliment. That's not inherently a bad thing. I don't know why she. Okay, all right.
Like maybe the day before the debate.
Okay, because at
I
some
saw
point
that it
you
was
go
leaked
from saying.
and I just passed it to him. Like the day before, I think I was sent it.
At some point, you go from saying that you want to like defend Troth and dispel all the lies about him, to then when you turn up on the day of the debate, suddenly you don't want to talk about Troth, and you say that some of the stuff is like private and sensitive and shouldn't be spoken about. I think you accidentally say PII.
Yeah, that is the switch up. That is the switch up. We're noticing the switch up there.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, PII was the wrong word. I thought that it was actually gonna put him in danger. Whatever. I don't know. When I don't know what's going on, I'm like, I want to be able to like take a step and process it. And I'm like, okay, I'll deal with whatever this other trough stuff is.
Yeah, here's the other thing to take into consideration. I'm so confused. Why would it put him in... Wait, hold on. Thought it would put him in danger. But then there's this idea of like, why would it put him in danger? Why would you assume that? If you weren't aware that he was a scammer he was working for an organized crime syndicate, because where would the danger come from? Like I'm not sure how that all lines up in her head.
After I want to keep it to the perimeters of the original stuff that I said that I wanted to debate Perry on to you. Yeah, go ahead.
In terms of like the stuff that, because I think when we spoke after, I think I described the conversation as like illuminating. You said interesting. Was there anything in that conversation with Troth that you didn't already know?
Yeah.
Other than maybe the tax evasion stuff. I mean, that was new, but who cares?
I didn't really know, like, as far as the mafia thing, like, I saw that clip. The only things that I knew was I heard the full call, that 46-minute call. I saw the DMs that she was sending him. I saw that the mafia clip the day before the debate. But this whole time I was watching Perry's useless VODs. So I was just trying to get ready for the debate. So I was like, I'll just figure out.
I was just watching Perry's useless VODs. That damn Perry.
What's going on later. I'll try to keep to the original parameters of the debate. That was my thought process, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh my god. Seething, yes, absolutely. Cease and desist is just paper.
Go into things completely blind.
This is brutal. This is absolutely brutal. Holy fuck, man. I really now want to go back. Can we just pull this up? I'm not going to immediately jump into it, but I just want to pull up where she's just like going over, spurging over like Perry on the live stream. I really have to see this, man. I really do. There's debating Perry. Why is Perry mad at me? I think this is what she's referring to. Okay. Okay. And then, let's see. Skimming a little bit here. Okay, it's a bunch of Perry for about a long time here. Let's see. I wonder if she like looks at the call at all over here. Can we skim around? Because I think she said she looked at it during that stream. Yeah, no, this is all Perry coverage. Maybe she looked at it in private before going on to complain about Perry for like 6 hours here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I want to cover this. I want to see all the spurging. Oh man, she's not on camera with her notes out though. That's the most unfortunate thing. That's the most unfortunate thing. Oh, that would be so funny. Oh, that would have been so funny to see. Her pulling out the notes and like writing down, like watching her write down every criticism from Perry.
But I didn't know about any other shit, and I definitely didn't know that he was like lying about stuff. You know, when it's just when it's just coming from like certain sources that I don't trust to be portraying something accurately. Like I want to take a look at the longer version of the clip or whatever it is and sort through it.
Okay. I mean, I'll touch on that in a second. What I kind of want to know is like, because during the debate we have a conversation about some of the stuff, right? And specifically about the DMs between Troff and Mary Chu. And I think at one point you say that Troff felt threatened, and I ask you if you know that to be the case or if that's speculative, and you say that it's a speculation on your part.
Did I say
But now we find-
speculation? What did I exactly say?
I can take a look.
1 second.
The DMs between Troff and Mary Chu. And I think at one point you say that Troff felt threatened, and I ask you if you know that to be the case or if that's speculative, and you say that it's a speculation on your part.
Okay.
Did I say?
But now we find.
I do remember saying that was her saying it was speculative.
What did I exactly say?
I can take a look, because
Yeah.
I went back and checked this. So give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
If you want the clip, I can get the clip.
Yeah, if you just show it to me and so I can see what I said.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
nice.
is rough.
Is this it, or is this a clip that somebody sent me? Hold on.
Yes. He does, and he's trying to get her to elaborate. While saying these things, what do you mean? Can you clarify? He's trying to get her to say explicitly what she wants him to do, but she will not say it. Just like in the call, when he's like, what do you want me to do? She's like, I can't tell you what to do. Because if she said what she wanted him to do, then she'd have to take some of the responsibility for it.
Okay, I don't want to listen. I don't want to step in again and give my opinions on this stuff. But I do have to say,
opinions.
what it feels like to me
Speculative. This is just opinions. She does say this right there.
is that the Troff, whenever he's pressing in a slightly uncomfortable thing, because he will not stand 10 toes down.
She did say that right then and there. I don't know if Dicker's heard that. I think maybe he did.
She'd have to take some of the responsibility for it.
Okay, I don't want to listen. I don't want to step in again and give my opinions on this stuff.
It's speculative.
But I do have to say,
opinion.
what
It's just opinion.
feels like to me
So she
is
did
that
say this. Okay.
the Troff, whenever he's pressing in a slightly uncomfortable thing, because he will not stand 10 toes down on stuff. So why is
If Aiko didn't know about the mafia stuff, why the heck was the blackmail stuff so serious that she, Sunday, and Troff had to hop in a call to workshop a response in DMs? Yeah. Good question. Good question, Quella.
earlier to be able to hop in the call, and he asked me, in what capacity? And then I say, oh, reporting legal threats, lies, mob ties, drunken debauchery. And then he says, with who? And then when I asked him the other day about his legal threats, he's like, what legal threats? So it feels like whenever this guy is like in a tight spot and somebody's actually just like trying to confront him with something, he will do this gay shit where he tries to obfuscate over and over and over again by asking questions endlessly and never responding. Okay, so on your part, I think you might have said speculation in the context of, now I'm hearing it again, you might be saying speculative in the context of, oh, well, I'm speculating about what Mary Chu was intending with this. But,
Yeah.
But during this, I'm criticizing Troff based on his responses being kind of, I would
When
say
I say, I mean, I assume you're right. I don't recall, but I assume that you're right, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I'm criticizing Troff for the responses that he's given here and saying that he's bitch-made and he's trying to obfuscate. And you never say that, well, actually, I helped to write those responses. Those were written by me and Sunday. We told them what to say.
I didn't, like, the last two of them, I think. I didn't want
Sunday says otherwise. At least he says that he participated in writing not just 2 messages, but more. He didn't not every message, but definitely not just 2 messages. That's what I got from that. Why do a bunch of snarkers think they can give people advice on how to deal with the mafia? I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't know.
The Troff didn't write them, right?
The last 2, he wrote everything except like the last 2 of them. So it was already fully happening. It was already done, and you know, I wanted to.
So he wrote every single one except for the last 2.
Yeah.
Okay, because he claims that when Mary Chu sent him the call, you guys all hopped in a call together to be able to discuss this stuff. And Sunday helped him write the vast majority of these, is the way that got portrayed.
What a fucking liar. What the fuck? I apologize to Sunday for dragging him into this because I thought someone was getting shit that for reasons he didn't, he did deserve it all. This fucking guy deserved it all. But yeah, no, that didn't happen fucking at all. We just went.
No, Sunday himself said that he helped contribute writing to not every single message, but an okay portion about it. I wouldn't say, like, Sunday seemed hesitant to be like, yeah, I'm fully on board. Yeah, like with like writing all the messages. Obviously, he doesn't feel that was the case, but he told him that, I certainly helped you write messages. I certainly helped you with like a decent portion, so to speak. So like, Troff isn't lying about that, from what I can tell. We just saw the Sunday stuff. Sunday told him, be honest, I am sure they will work with you because that mafia is known for being reasonable. Dude, I don't remember Sunday saying that. Maybe I'm misremembering though. Maybe you remember this better. I don't think he said that.
We listened to the.
I don't remember him saying that, at least.
All with him, and she was still typing at the time, and so like the last couple ones, like the last two, but everything was already there.
Okay, because I think
like,
even in the conversation
more.
between him and Sunday kind of accepts that, like we helped you write those.
Not like anything meaningful.
You're saying just the last two messages?
Yeah, like nothing with any substance. It was just like, like what do you mean last chance or something like that? Whatever it is that it says. Sorry, my screen is. Let me make the screen bigger.
Okay.
Why would he need help with this one? Last chance. Who were you lying to? Back when you said you were uncomfortable over the Seraphe watching her ex constantly, because either you were BSing me or you were honest to me, but not with your audience, whose hatred of me you allowed to fester, which I explained why that was multiple times. You didn't do shit, so just answer the fucking question. I don't know why you would need help with this message here.
I think the DMs got leaked. I think DMs got leaked by the Trough through Parry earlier. If somebody can send me a screenshot of those. You think that's interesting?
No, interesting that he would go on Parry's. That's like.
Oh, I think he went in there to
hard.
like make amends or something. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, this guy's fucking. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, somebody sent me the DMs. Give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
Okay. So the Trough sends back this. I'm guessing this is Vidor Fluke, aka the Trough, right?
Mm-hmm.
He sends through the clip, which is pretty early in the DMs.
That's not the clip. Or that's the video. Right?
Yeah.
That's the full video. Yeah.
That's the call. So you contact Trough contacts you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You contact Sunday, and then you guys both get in a call together, right? To be able to like address some of these messages. I guess with the different time zones, maybe I can't prove that these are different. It was only the last two. Okay.
It's like literally nothing of substance. It's just
Wait, how long was this call?
I
3
don't
hours.
know.
3 hours. Interesting.
Oh, 3 hours? Well, we listened to the whole thing.
Okay. Because, let me look. Okay, so she sends this first, and then it's this screenshot. And then on the third screenshot out of 7, here's where she sends the call.
So if you listen to the whole thing is like 46 minutes. I imagine maybe you're like pausing through, workshopping responses, like how to manage messaging back and forth with Mary Chu. Maybe during this? Maybe? Probably not.
Uh-huh.
And I can't match up the time zones, because I don't know if they're the same time zones.
We're not the same time zone at all.
No, but I think the Trough
3 hours of scheming with an international criminal.
took these, the Trough took both of these screenshots. Okay, so she sends him the video. At some point after 1 p.m., I'm guessing he contacts you, because that's when you guys all hop in a call together at 2:20. And so from 2:20 to 5:20, you guys are on a call together discussing about how to respond to this stuff.
2:20 to 5:20?
Because it's a 3-hour call, right?
Yeah, Probably. I guess so.
So I'm guessing you guys were in the call for this screenshot, and then this screenshot as well, and then this one, and the last one.
Wait.
3 hours of planning on a suite for a scamming reprobate.
Sorry, can you make them like regular size? So I can see the whole one? So I can see like the whole page. I zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, 3 hours to write 2 replies. I mean, is it possible it's only 2 replies for 3 hours? It's definitely not the case. Because Sunday said he was contributing to more than just the last 2, right? For 2 replies. At least he himself is. He's suggesting he didn't contribute to every single response, right? But it was definitely more than 2 replies. Okay, so we all know that for certain. 3 hours. I imagine, like, it's 3 hours while listening to the entire call, which is 46 minutes, adding in pauses, depending on how long each pause is, how long we're talking about each thing being said, and what the implications of that are, and their thoughts and feelings on all that. Who's to say they even finished the call? That's the other thing. We're doing speculative math here on terms of like all the timing here. Yeah, it's not just 2. There's no way you would just go into that call, just listen to that talk out about the entire thing, the implications of that call, and then only contribute and help them with only 2 replies. I just don't see it. I don't buy it.
I want to see so that I can understand.
Like, I wouldn't. Yeah, Sunday's being like forward as far as I'm concerned. Aiko's not. At least with that part, yeah.
And like what's going on in the back and forth.
Or I mean, I can reply to them so you can see them in your own DMs. Okay.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
There you go.
Let me see. Let's see. So definitely last chance. Are you all right?
Yeah, why doesn't Aiko leak all of her DMs with Sunday and Trough to prove her side? It's rough. It's looking rough for Aiko right now. Jeez.
Because
I think she knows those DMs. Why does she need to see? Yeah.
Even looking at his writing style, I mean, this looks like the Trough at the beginning, right? I haven't said anything salacious. That sounds like him. A big long explanation. I've already said that I've spoken with you and got differing levels, whatever. That sounds like the Trough. But then after this video call gets sent, I'm guessing like the next however many messages, they don't sound like the Trough. There's like a market change there. There's like 1-line responses, being relatively short and curt, and it's like the rest of the conversation.
I think, okay.
Why do I feel like specifically this one here? I'm not sure where you're getting at. It's Sunday. I don't know why, but like I sense it. I just sense his contribution in that line. Don't bullshit me. Who were you lying to? I'm gonna be honest. You're getting upset with me about this shit when I was lambasted by yourself over multiple stream appearances and in DMs with a bunch of others. Like, what is your game?
But then after this video call gets sent, I'm guessing like the next however many messages, they don't sound like the Trough. There's like a market change there. There's like 1-line responses, being relatively short and curt, and it's like the rest of the conversation.
I think, okay, maybe I'm wrong about 2 messages. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. In any case, it wasn't anything of substance. Just like not directly responding to it, letting her try to say something explicitly. You know what I mean?
I don't really know what you mean, to be completely honest.
I don't know. I was just fucking trying to help this guy.
I think Kathy's misunderstanding what she's trying to say, because nothing of substance for 3 hours. That's definitely. Oh wait, never mind. Because she's trying to say we didn't contribute anything of substance, but it's like there's no way for 3 hours. Yeah, like I don't see it.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
so
think-
but it's not Sunday directing him in what to say.
According to the troll.
In every other case, both Aiko and Sunday would leak their entire DM history here. Why not this time? Good question.
Sunday was telling me exactly what to say, how long to type it out for, and then how long after typing out that he should send it.
That's a bit much.
Did that happen on the call though?
He told him what to say. He didn't say he wasn't choreographing him. That sounds insane.
Okay.
He can't take any responsibility for himself. Sunday was just let her type, give her time to type. Write this, short thing, ask what she means. The last chance thing.
Yeah.
So, nothing of substance.
Well, I mean, the messages weren't anything of substance, but you're saying that he was writing out the entire message. Or he was telling me exactly what to say at each message.
Of the single line ones, these last few single line ones, then yeah.
Okay.
He was telling you what to say. Last chance, what do you mean by that? What are you implying?
Okay. Because I feel as though when we've talked about these DMs, I don't feel as though you've been upfront about the fact that you and Sunday, it sounds like, were pretty instrumental in writing out a lot of these. So when I'm going through and criticizing him, the thing I was criticizing him over, if you remember, is him doing these really short responses that are kind of obfuscating what she's trying to ask and trying to deflect. And you kind of let him take that on the chin instead of saying, well, to be fair, I mean, Sunday told him what to write during those messages.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I just didn't want to make a mess in the middle of everything that was going on. I wanted to figure it out later. I wasn't going to just interject and be like, actually, Sunday helped write these single line things to let Mary, to try to have Mary be more explicit.
Yeah,
what is
that
that
is lying. That is lying. We call that lying.
to do to make anything less convoluted? Do you know what I mean?
I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
This is Trough. Plus, you're bringing up all of this shit. You're bringing up all of this shit to him that I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I'm just I'm gonna step back and let this happen. I'm not gonna try to defend this guy. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I thought I knew what was going on, but it's clearly not the case.
Okay, because you did know about you knew about the things that I was bringing up, and you knew where they'd come from. You'd heard those calls and those little bits of evidence before, but you I guess you kind of put a pin in it or pigeonholed it for a time.
The only thing, like I said, was the full 46-minute call, which didn't say anything about Indonesian mafia. Those DMs, and there. I think that's it. I didn't want to just be like, oh well, Sunday was in this call with me and was telling you to write last chance or something, quote unquote. What do you mean? You know what I mean? It would just make everything suddenly be about Sunday, and it's I didn't want it to.
Yeah, she's trying to go in with the idea that it's well, I didn't hear anything about the mafia, but the scammer part was included. There was no way. Sunday certainly knew. You definitely knew. There's no way this is supposed to be shocking to any of you at all. I don't buy it.
Or convoluted, especially when I didn't know what the fuck was going on with Trough.
Okay. Yeah.
You can always say more information, but I didn't want to say something and then have it become a huge thing, when I didn't think it was pivotal to the matter at hand.
I just find it slightly crazy that, because I had started taking interest in some of the Trough stuff, you said that you didn't want me to get involved at all so that I could be neutral.
You're in VCs and DMs with him doing stuff you'll never find me doing. It's crazy how hard you're pushing this narrative you're telling on yourself at this point. Wait, this is in response to Kathy? VC's in DMs with him doing stuff you'll never find me doing. What are you talking about?
But then Sunday had been behind the scenes helping you or helping the Trough with you in the call, write out these messages to Mary Chu. He was directly involved in the drama, right? And he would be a preferential moderator for the discussion between you and Parry.
Well, yeah, like I said, I wasn't going to talk about that anymore, I think. I'm trying to remember. No, you're right. I was honestly I put all of my...
Show evidence where I defended his scamming and lies. I know I didn't. I also know you and Aiko did.
Mental energy into trying to figure out this Perry shit that I put a pin in everything else, and I didn't want to add more things.
Spider-Man meme, apparently. Or, people are saying that Kathy's defending was contributing, was helping out the scammer.
Things that would complicate it potentially, because I can always say more later. You know what I mean? I didn't want to distract from whatever was happening with Trough at that time.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm not.
If you disagree, that's fine.
You
Like,
clearly,
it's
you
fine.
clearly feel pretty bad about it. Or like you're in a bit of a tough spot right now with a lot of this stuff being revealed. So I'm not trying to go too hard at you, but I feel
No,
like
it's okay. You can.
a lot of this behavior is just like you getting way too involved in this stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Way too involved.
You're right. You're
I don't know if
100%
it's
right.
I don't know if it's about a bias against Mary Chu, but it seems like you knew that this guy was, at least in the past, scamming people out of hundreds of thousands, or tens of thousands rather, of dollars. And so you decided to get involved, but you still decided to get involved and like help him out. He says that he's going to do cease and desist or legal action, and then you kind of get involved to defend him or say that that's okay actually, and then the moderation stuff, and you back him up there as well. I don't know if it's a bias against Mary Chu that's caused like a lot of this stuff recently.
I mean, it wasn't really, I mean, obviously, like, I thought Mary, and I think Mary's a terrible person, and she obviously had no fucking problem with any of this, and whatever else she knows that she cut out of the call that she has to hang over his head forever.
She thought it was a past thing. She thought it was a past. Was she aware that he was still scamming, doing fake reviews as a job? I feel like if I found out, if I know, I feel like she should have known this at some point.
But I really was just a fucking sucker. He just plays victim so fucking well, and I got too close, too involved, and I didn't really know what to do with that, and I wanted to see how to best handle it later and not put in extra stuff that was maybe going to make things more distracted from what was actually happening.
Okay. I mean, it's probably because
You know
it would
what I
have
mean?
like hurt your debate performance, right? To be fair.
Well, I mean, to get into, well, I mean, obviously I can't, anything that I would say to defend the Trough in that, I can't defend him knowing that there's more stuff that I haven't dealt with yet, but I didn't want to completely throw him under the bus. You know what I mean? I could have just fucking thrown Trough under the bus in that conversation, but I just stayed, like, quiet because I didn't want to do take any new actions that I didn't have time to, like, think through. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know if it would have been throwing him under the bus given all of the stuff that he's done, right? I think that would have been like
I
dropping
felt
him
like that.
and criticizing him for like good reasons, you know?
I know, but I have a hard time writing people off when I...
Trough was so sorry playing 5D chess with me. I could have never seen it coming. Bro, he's a drug addict, alcoholic loser. How did he fool you?
Before I, like, see it. Like, once I saw, because I didn't see the lies, I didn't understand what was going on. But then once I saw, like, an actual lie, I was like, oh, no, you're that guy. Like, you're not who I thought you were.
I'm not seeing it, man. How do you
example,
not see this? How do you not see this?
When he's threatening litigation against Mary Chu, pardon me. When he's threatening legal action against Mary Chu because she's saying that he was like working for the Indonesian mafia and had a criminal fucking job. I mean, you knew at the time that there was a good chance that was true, right? Or there's like a little something behind that story.
Well, no, he said that these things were in the past. Like I said before, like I do know that people can change, you know, not immediately, but over the course of their life, they can go from like doing some bad things to, you know, becoming a better person. So I didn't know how long ago this was. I don't know what exactly it entailed. Like the sum total of it is what was in the call, or and God knows what else.
Kathy is saying she denied him ever being a scammer. I would need to see this clip in general. This gives me a better idea of like she's just totally full of shit, because I could see that if she's giving a little bit of wiggle room, if she wasn't aware that currently he's still scamming, right? You know, writing fake reviews, doing stuff like that, as it stands right now, then maybe there's some wiggle room here where this actually legitimately makes sense, where she was thinking all of this is like past tense stuff.
Stream. I don't really know.
Did the Trough strike you as the kind of guy who's like massively improved his life? I mean,
No,
this guy's talking
he
about in the
didn't.
past having scammed people and taken tens of thousands of dollars from them, and now he's streaming about A-Log and Firebat. He's
he
still in
talked about-
Indonesia, right? And he's like
Yeah,
doing
he went
cocaine
back.
off his fucking table and like
He
getting
wasn't
drunk
doing
every
that.
single stream.
And he wasn't doing the cocaine there, at least. Listen, it's fucking deranged, and I take the hugest of L's. I just defend people, and then I defend the wrong people, and I was just completely
Called his dealer on stream for coke. Dude, that's awesome.
wrong. And I felt like, I don't know, I felt like this guy was gonna die any fucking second. It sounds so fucking stupid, but like he was, I don't know. Not just because people were gonna come after him, but he seemed like very fragile. I don't know. I got too close. When I get too close to something, I can like start giving
I mean, I could tell
do
from when I was
treat people
messaging you and talking about this stuff, you were like, you were clearly emotional about it and like slightly. I don't want to use the word erratic, but if I use the word erratic, do you kind of know what I mean?
Yeah,
kind of, like,
I feel like yes.
Touchy or sensitive, or yeah.
Yeah, like I do get like, if I get too close, I do get like emotionally involved, and it's hard for me to separate from that. So that's why I like need to take a step back and figure out like what's the difference between what I feel and what's
You can admit you were wrong about Mary in regards to one thing and condemn her for another.
actually going on.
Apologize to Perry. Apologize to Perry. This is what happens when women don't have any children. Jeez.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, I do. I get that. I think the annoying thing for me and why I started to take, I guess, a little bit of an interest in Trop and finding out some of the stuff, was because I had chatters who were like defending this guy, right? And so when I'm opening up and talking about this stuff, or I'm seeing people that I know have been in my chat defending, sending cease and desist to people, or defending, giving like TOS strikes to people, like, what are we doing? Where the fuck has this come from? And so I couldn't understand why people were like being defensive or like sticking up for this guy when he's doing stuff that's just like against the fucking rules.
He's a fucking. I'm sorry. It's my bad. I didn't think he was actually going to sue. Like I said before, I thought like.
What do you think of cease and desist? Dude. I just can't imagine. It's just a piece of paper. I can't imagine, man.
Like I was trying to, like in the moment, I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, trying to make him feel better, I guess. But like also like, yeah, I do think that it's fine for people to have like a paper trail, not to sue, not to take down people's channels, not to do anything like that. But I think
yeah,
like
but he's threatening to do stuff that goes against the standards of the space, right? Like nobody should be encouraging themselves or their audience to go and and give like TOS strikes to people. Like even with the way he said it, like I'm gonna personally do this. Now I'm not telling anybody else to do it. That's
We have a minimum IQ bar for streaming. Dude, Sue Phillips said in chat earlier. What was it? Hold on. It was something like you should be like 35 before you start streaming. Oh no, it was like 30 or something like that. Did you delete this? Or was it in the stream? I feel like I'm being gaslit right now. Oh yeah, here. I think you should have to be 30 to watch streams or make them. Maybe even 35. Maybe you need a little time to let things simmer. Pass an IQ test. Hit a certain age before you even begin doing stuff like this. We're gonna get real authoritarian. We're gonna get real strict with who can do what, when, what age. We need to reevaluate some things. Okay.
Get your audience to be able to go report somebody, right? You know what I mean?
We need to society restructure completely. We need to take a step back.
I guess. I don't know. It felt like he was I don't know. I guess I felt like.
Oh my god. Prove you can remember something that happened more than 30 minutes ago.
He was in an emotional place, and I was like, kind of like trying.
Yeah, cease and desist is intended to chill speech. It's like, come on.
To be supportive, but also like not in a way that's committed to any particular way. That's why I'm saying like, you know, a paper trail of just like, not like you actually doing anything, but like if you send an email that's like penned seriously, at least you have that in case like if your boss is like, what is this? You're like, oh, I had this, you know, cease and desist sent to them. You know, just for your own, not to pursue anything, but just for your own protection in that way. I thought he was in danger. I don't know.
It's not designed for your own protection, right? It's designed to like chill speech so that other people don't like talk shit about you, or they're more mindful about what they say.
you're right. I'm absolutely fucking mind raped, and this is why I cannot get involved in things like this.
She should be working at the old folks' home, not streaming. Actually, that's wrong. She should be. She should be at the old folks' home, not taking care of old folks.
I need to do things from a distance.
Yeah, yeah, possibly.
She should be in a in a mental in a rehabilitation center. She needs a caretaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I'm being sent something.
Stickers, you cannot fall for this. Don't fall for this, Stickers. No, don't fall for this. You would never fall for this if this was a man. Okay? I'm gonna get real. Listen, we gotta be honest. We gotta be honest. Straightforward. You would never fall for this. But please don't tell me you're falling for this, buddy.
Okay. So I feel like it's only fair so that I don't get an accusation of sweeping, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
apparently at some point you said about Mary Jew. Tell me if this quote is true or not, okay?
Uh-huh, yeah.
I did not see that as a serious legal threat. And even if it was, who the fuck cares? Like, she would deserve it. It would be...
Yeah, I remember, okay? Yeah, I remember this.
Be justified if you did it. And then a minute later you say, I think it'd probably be better for you if you had a paper trail of trying to get this to stop and, like, an actual denial of it. Like, to get it on paper.
Yeah. That's what I meant, not the suing. Yes, the suing part, the me saying she would deserve it, that's more like an emotional thing, not literal. And I know it's...
Oh my god. It's an emotional thing, not a literal thing.
shouldn't have said it, and I don't actually mean it. And when I said
Quit the
paper
green,
trail,
quit the green. Aiko Klein.
that's me like trying to course correct because I don't approve of anyone suing each other over stuff like this or trying to take down people's channels or whatnot, you know? Like, okay. I just am completely, like,
Why does she sound high right now? It's like when Trafa is, like, clearly drunk. It like, you got the, like, the vibes, the sense, like, it's in the vocals, it's in everything, like, that this person is, like, drunk. Why do I feel like Aiko is high right now?
I'll take the hugest of L's with this. I was mostly distracted with a different angle, but I was also like being protective without doing giving
muscle relaxers and weed is not good.
The time in to really figure out
that's brutal.
What was going on. I was like, I'll put a pin in this, and after the debate, because I don't.
She has brought great dishonor on her family, dude. Dude, this chat's crazy.
Not show up, you know. I
Grave dishonor on your family. You have brought Aiko. Dude, that's so racist. Dude, chat. That chat is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
For it and do something.
Because to be completely upfront,
grave dishonor. Grave dishonor on your family. Aiko Klein. Aiko Klein. Why you not Dr. Aiko Klein? Why are you streaming, getting high in your bedroom? You are 37 years old, Aiko Klein. You should be doctor by now. That's awful. That's awful. That's awful. Fuck. If Aiko is stressed out, she is high. Oh my god. Aiko Klein, you take muscle relaxers and weed again?
You've actually completely lost sight of the issues in the drama, and then you've just gone in for like total team sports. You like Troff, you don't like Mary Chu, and so if Troff makes a serious legal claim, you know what? Fuck it, she deserves it. Reporting people's channels, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
I don't want people to report channels.
No, but I'm saying at the time, I feel like in the past, okay, you got like way too into the drama and just went team sports with it. And so whatever Troff would do, you'd back it up. And what Mary Chu would do, you'd say that that's like black.
Yeah, the great suing slide.
Male and horrible and evil, and let's be real, nobody's got an issue with recording calls and releasing them to the public. You least of all if somebody's lying, right?
I mean, you can
feel free to disagree with that if you'd like, okay?
Yeah, I don't record my friends. I'm very like, very. I don't know. I take
I
that
just show
different.
my DMs. I just show my DMs. Hey man, like, I'm not someone who, you know, is afraid to show DMs if like I need to or something like that. So I'm not here mocking you or shitting on you for it, but it's like, I don't know. Is there this like huge separation to you? I guess. I mean, in terms of like, I guess there's enough. It's just like, I feel like it's not a meaningful difference enough where it's like, I don't know. I guess it could vary. 100% she records everything? I don't know, dude. I can see why somebody might like record a VC just in case. Or like record something on the off chance if you're having private, you know, calls or whatever in regards to something very specific where you feel like maybe it's just like, you know, you don't want something, you know, misinterpreted or said about you that, you know, that you did in a private call and you don't have evidence or proof. Like maybe they have it themselves and they edit it maliciously. I can see why somebody would want to do that, right? So like, I wouldn't even like completely shit on somebody for recording stuff, right? Necessarily speaking, especially in a space like this. But like, I guess it's just entirely dependent on your behavior yourself or whatever. Like, I don't know.
But you're right about the stuff that I
I
said.
would probably just minimize how often you're having private calls is probably a better way of putting it for the most part with people. Like, make sure if you're having private calls, you're having private calls with people that, I don't know what advice I can give you. I guess there's not anything like perfect that you can do here.
I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just saying in a supportive way, like, sure, she would deserve it. And yes, I do think that she is a terrible person. And yeah, I probably did get lost in that. But I would never actually approve of someone suing her or reporting her or any of this stuff. I really
literally
thought
did
that this like stuff was going to ruin this guy's life and like get him deported from Indonesia or people come after him. I don't know. Sounds very fucking stupid. But I guess I felt I get the sense of like urgency of trying to like.
Vindicated, and Aiko not only didn't apologize but doubled down and went harder on him yesterday. Yeah, I saw that. Poor Aiko, man. No, not poor Aiko. Sorry, poor my bad.
I don't know. I guess I'm always worried someone's gonna kill themselves. If I get too like attached. That's been like a historical issue of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of, I mean, yeah. Since you've recognized that, I guess. Like, what are the actual issues that you have with like Perry and Mary Sue over it?
Well, Mary, I already had an issue with completely separately because of the Firebat defending and the being having a weird relationship with them and also just you know, her content, a lot of different stuff, and that all stands. And I didn't understand what the fuck she was doing. It seemed unhinged, and so I wanted to help. And as far as Perry,
very unhinged. You're being unhinged right now. You're being unhinged. Do I have this on my? Yeah, I do.
Everything I said about Perry is true. It's about him being like, you know, sensitive and using the bit as a sword in his shield, and he reacted predictably.
I was still right about Perry. I was still right. No one cares. Literally, no one cares. Literally, this things you were saying about Perry, any other fucking person would have already said beforehand before you realized it yourself, right? Or like after you said it, it's just like, oh, like it's just not relevant. They'll realize it, and it's like, oh, well, it's not relevant to whether or not you're like you're wrong in this context. Like, who cares? Who cares if Perry is like sensitive or some shit about being criticized? I don't care. That's not relevant here.
and that's kind of that. So they were right about Trough. I'll say that they were completely right about Trough. I didn't see that coming. It sounded ridiculous, and I was too like blinded by, I guess, concern.
Yeah, that was the debate. It's like
care, or you know, of someone that I felt like was helpless. That I got too close to it. But if it didn't happen
he
in
was right. You said he was wrong.
this, it would have happened in some other situation with Perry, I'm sure.
How do you say everything you said about Perry was true? Actually, everything I said about Perry was true. It's just because, like, it's not... Perry was right about what he was right on Trough, but I was right that Perry's behavior was mean and that Perry was sensitive. That's basically what she's saying. That's what she was saying, I suppose.
It would happen eventually. So I still stand by all that. But I do take the hugest of L's. You're right about the other stuff, and if anyone needs I don't know, what do you think? What else should I say or do? Like,
well, it sounds like you're about to
apologize to I don't care if you apologize to Perry, but it does seem like you can, in the very least, you did say Perry was right, but I don't know. Maybe consider apologizing to Perry. Maybe consider apologizing to Kathy, Perry, all the people who are giving you every warning sign possible about this. Maybe actually consider that. Certainly apologize to I don't think deserved any of this.
say, it seems like you're about to think about whether you think you want to give anybody an apology. I mean, that's not my fight, okay?
No, an apology.
That sounded like what you were going to say.
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I give an apology to the audience. Obviously nothing for Kathy, because Kathy is Kathy. And I'm not going, I think it's understandable that I wouldn't take Kathy saying that, oh, Trough is this or that or whatever in chat when he's already spurging about me. Why I wouldn't take that seriously. And
are they still live right now? Let me...
What? Okay, nice.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Put a pin in it for later, which I did. I also have in my DMs with Trough that I asked him if we could talk about it, like on stream, in the future, so we could address that. I don't want to, I wasn't gonna sweep for whatever that is, and then when whatever came out of that, I would have.
Oh, let's see. What is this? Trough Perry Shitter's arc is officially over. No more talking about it. I highly doubt any of you are defending, suing, and reporting streamers and dickers or other chats, but he said the chatters were annoying him by saying stuff like that. He attributed it to my community, so I'm saying it now. I know no one gives a fuck about Trough anymore. Rest in peace me for trying to help. Another life lesson. We're learning life lessons, guys.
Found out that he is a liar and unhinged and all. Well, I knew he was unhinged, but in a malicious way.
Would you? I gotta be honest. I feel as though you would have just kept on keeping on with Trough.
No.
Maybe like
because
going on his
then I would
streams
be
when he was
able
like talking to Femiars, or going on his streams when he's doing the 5-out stuff. I feel as though it wasn't. You didn't put a pin in it to talk about it later. You put a pin in it, and you're probably gonna just like forget about it, right?
No, I set up conversation like when I have when President Sundays does something and people have issues with it, or I have an issue with it, I talk to him on stream, I press him, and I would have done the same thing with Trough, and he would have started obfuscating, because none of the things that he did to Parry or Mary, he didn't do any of them to me. Like, I didn't have like that kind of relationship with him, or like that like interpersonal. I didn't, you know what I mean? So I hadn't seen it from Trough. So when he would,
Trough was saying stuff himself. You don't need to trust Kathy. You just need to not dismiss what he says because you hate Kathy.
character, he would have had to be Weasley or something, or evasive.
I mean, you know
with my
that
questions.
you knew that he was threatening to like sue somebody for libel over accusations he was involved in the Indonesian mafia, while still kind of knowing that yeah, he had like scammed people.
That he's still no,
That was
saying
like a
that he
totally
is
plausible
in-
claim.
Well, no. Saying that you are actively doing something now is different than you've done this in the past.
Yeah,
So
but what
I
I'm
didn't
saying
know
is,
what
how
that
were you
was.
so confident that that was untrue and a total smear that you were willing to like back him
I
up?
just fucking
It seems like you
believe
probably
him.
had. Yeah.
I just fucking it just, you know, with my
I mean, that's what I'm saying
experience
though.
with- No, you're
it
right.
sounds like you believed him, and so it sounds like whatever excuse he would have given you, you would have just totally believed.
No, not when it comes to like the separate takes, like his actual takes, like his the stuff he said in the past, right? Political stuff or position.
But he can just say he's changed his mind, and then where's the lie there?
Well, he waffles a lot, and he's not honest. He's not direct. And indirect people, when pressed, and he obviously just like freaks out. It's like when I have a converse, when it's not a debate, it's a conversation, and I like, you know, I don't want to say tease isn't the right word, but like I slowly will draw the answers out of someone, and if my radar went off, like this guy is being a little disingenuous to me.
Or just like caretaking so much here.
Like I hadn't seen that behavior from him personally, so I just
Do you not think that when
assumed-
I was asking him about his legal threats towards Merichu, that he was trying to be a little bit slimy there? Because he was trying to like duck
Oh
and dive
yeah,
and
yeah.
obfuscate, right?
Then yes. When you were pressing him, after you pressed him, I was like, this is very weird. I don't know what's going
Oh
on.
no, not on stream. I'm talking about in his Discord.
Oh, in his
'Cause I was asking him,
Discord. I thought
"What's
that
this-"
was because
Aiko's jazz full of pedophiles that treat her like a little girl.
I was asking him about it, right? And,
Yeah.
he said, well, what lawsuits? What do you mean? I don't think I've ever said to anybody, I am going to sue you. He was trying to obfuscate then, right? Because there's something
I
behind that
didn't-
that maybe he doesn't want to talk about.
Yeah, the stuff not wanting to talk about it. So when you did that, I thought, I'm like, okay, there's more, because, you know, people running around, I thought that people were making up new narratives, new things that were going on. And I was like, I thought that you were accepting narratives from shitters, and I was like, I don't even know what you think is going on. And I wanted someone who wasn't,
Yeah, but I'm not talking
Yeah.
about like the moderation or anything like that. What I'm saying is that was a time where he was clearly trying to obfuscate, and you didn't think that he was lying then.
I didn't really, like when I just saw you, I didn't really read what he was saying. I saw like you asking the question, and I thought you were shit stirring, so I just
Okay.
DM'd you.
Because all I'm pointing out is just the trajectory of what's going on here. I don't know if you would have sussed out like a week after the debate that, oh, he's been lying about a lot of this stuff and like burned him there and then.
Well,
I think it probably
I-
would have just carried on, but
Well,
I mean, who knows?
I hope I would hope that you're not right about that, but you know, it won't ever happen, so I can't know. I know, you know, that's what my thought was. You know, once I realized that someone
How old is Aiko? Because it's crazy, man. It's crazy that we have to learn these kind of lessons at this age. That's a bit of, that's wild to me, I feel like.
someone's like lying, like actually lying, like it can take me a while to get there. Then I'm like, oh no. It's like I defended Ethan Klein for way too fucking long because I've been watching the show for a long time, and I
and she was trying to defend him when the Aaron Bushnell comments were made. And I was fucking furious with her, and other people were, you know, agitated. I'm not, and she was smugly, condescendingly talking down to me, and maybe I was upset for a valid reason. You piece of fucking filth, Aiko. You piece of fucking filth, scum. You want to fucking apologize to me?
had like the brainwashed perspective of, you know, only his most insane fans still have of like that's Ethan, or oh, there's you know, he's trying, he apologized, whatever, until I saw that he was actually like willfully lying, and is willing to lie to just to suit his needs.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, fuck this guy. So I didn't have that like kind of moment with Trough yet, and I had put a pin in it, so I wasn't like really thinking about it yet.
Hold on. I'm spiteful. I'm a little spiteful. Hold on. Oh wait, I don't know. Never mind. I can't force it. And not even force it. It's just, what's the word?
Yeah, okay.
I want to shit on her a lot more.
Yeah, it's a flaw. I understand, and it's a mistake that I will learn from, and I'm changing the way that I engage.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I apologize to anyone who witnessed this happening. I fucked it up. I got too close, and I just fucking believed him.
Is she live right now? What is she doing? I don't know if she. She is not. Okay. All right.
And I thought this guy was gonna fucking die, and I was trying to like there was this one stream, there was a fucking earthquake, and he wouldn't go downstairs to the bottom of the building. He's on the 30th floor, and everyone's like, fucking go downstairs. Go. This guy, I'm like, this guy's gonna fucking fall off of the balcony. I don't know. It's very stupid to be like this over an adult that I don't even know, but that's usually my instinct that I have to combat.
It's not an apology when you apologize for being too nice and protective and altruistic.
So I'm not suited to get involved in things like this. So
I mean, that's fair enough. It seems that you're owning up to whatever. It's hard to have a really much. I don't think it needs any more precedent, but yeah. However,
okay, hold on. I don't know.
Yeah.
There is Harry is in the waiting room. Okay,
I don't want to talk
he's
to
been
Perry.
DMing me.
I'm not talking to Perry. Fuck Perry. I'm not talking to Perry anymore. I'm done with him. I'm done with the shit stirring, and I don't want any part of it. So he can say whatever he wants,
No
but
more
I'm
shit
just not
stirring for Aiko. No more shit stirring.
involved anymore. But I just wanted to come here and address whatever you thought that I should address. And yeah, you're right, and
So I think-
it is my bad.
Yeah, if there's any chance of this happening, I just figured I'd put it out there. Kathy is also demanding to call in because of stuff you said about him over the
That's
course
so
of the drama
cool.
as well.
I don't care. That's so cool. I really don't care. I've spent
Okay.
way more time on tolerating Kathy than I ever should have. So he can say what he wants. Just don't come spam me with alts. Still, don't. That would be ideal. We'll just ban on site. I'm not talking about Kathy or anything anymore. I'm just going to be banning people who on site because I'm moving. I have other stuff to do.
Fair enough.
You know,
Fair enough. Yeah.
fun things
If
to
that's
do.
if that's
You
the end,
babied so many people, Aiko. Almost like you're lying now.
then that's the end.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But if you have
I
any
think-
other thoughts about the situation, anything that I've done in the situation, I'm open to it. You know, I fucked up, and it's my bad, and this is a personality flaw that I have to work on, combat, and just not get involved in things.
I guess a final thought from me is that I even over the course of this debate, even with you saying that like sending legal stuff isn't good and reporting people's streams is like not what you should do, I'm still seeing, because I know you've got a very kind of tight knit community over there, I'm still seeing Aiko chatters doing reporting to other people on YouTube.
Who?
Okay.
Where?
And so
Where?
I can tell you that I don't want to like litigate individual chatters, but
Oh, okay.
I would just say, because I don't know if you've got maybe you should get a hold on your community a little bit more.
Yeah,
Because it's very, very annoying to have people in the commentary space who are supposed to be like associates or kind of chatters who belong to certain streamers that I don't know, I associate with in commentary, defending, you know, stuff like that, right? People have these concerns over ACC. People have these concerns over like other fucking communities, but when it's like people in our own communities, it's yeah, that's particularly fucking annoying.
I mean,
when I'm speaking purely to a commentary audience, I don't expect to be
there-
defending why you shouldn't send lawsuits and do reports against other creators.
If there are people who are just that are of my community and only in my community saying stuff like that, obviously I'll put out an announcement.
I'm not saying what you need to do. I'm not saying what you need to do. You don't need to start it now. I just point out that grievance, because that has been like a driving fucking annoyance throughout a lot of this drama. To be completely
Surely
honest.
Aiko would never defend legal actions against commentary streamers.
That's
That's totally fair. I understand.
Pro reporting,
And,
pro lawsuit.
if you have other
It's crazy.
anything else, just let me know, because yeah, I fucked it up and I'm sorry about that. And yeah, I'll do better moving forward. I don't stand by suing or reporting or anything of YouTubers unless they are like taking down a stream that has your address on it. That's
I mean,
fine.
I would usually say like extreme examples or doxing. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
You feel like somebody's
yeah.
about to like hurt themselves, right? I can understand that.
Yeah, and that was my thing. I felt like there was a danger there. The reason why I wasn't, you know what I mean? I felt like this guy was actually in danger, and it's fucking stupid. That was retarded of me.
Maybe I reach out to Scallywag as a bridge thing. Nice little bridge. A respectful bridge where I say, we hash out this quick disagreement. So I noticed today Aiko took accountability on being too defensive of Ethan Klein. Check something real quick. I don't want to ask for an apology or anything, but I do want to clear the air a little bit. And I'll say I could, because I would it's kind of drive me insane, this idea where I was being too aggressive and too mean to her. Whatever. I'll just let it go. I'll let it go. We'll let it go.
But I just,
We'll
when
let it go.
something can go.
Because of hurt
something
feelings, though, right?
Motherfucker,
Huh?
dude.
Did you feel as though Trop was going to do something to himself because of hurt feelings, or something's actually going to happen to him in the real world in
I
Indonesia?
actually thought something was
going
gonna happen
Harry
to
said on
him.
stream.
Yeah, I thought, mostly Mary. It was mostly Mary. Harry
Mary
said
gets
some stuff
even
I
less
wasn't
viewers,
focused
doesn't
on.
she?
Huh? I have no
Mary gets
idea.
even less viewers, doesn't she?
I don't know. I don't watch her streams.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, I'm just
I
saying
just
the
thought
idea
that
that
it
anything
wasn't
that
like a-
anybody says in this sphere is going to affect somebody's real life is just kind of ridiculous. People have been calling
sounds
Fire
It's
like
very
a rapist.
unlikely. It's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely. I don't disagree with that. I'm taking a break. I'm gonna use the restroom and eat something. Not end. Or, yeah, we're gonna chill a little bit. I'm gonna use the restroom, eat something, and we'll continue on after. Okay? We'll play a little bit of music in the meantime. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. 1 second, and
갈수록 눈치도 없는 내 마음은 담배가 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 갈수록 눈치도 없는 내 마음은 버린 건 버린 건 담배가 갈수록 눈치도 없는 내 마음은 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 버린 건 버린 건 버린 건 버린 건 점점 내가 갈수록 눈치도 없는 내 마음은 버린 건 버린 건 날씨 참 좋아요 눈이 참 좋아요 날씨 참 좋아요 I'm sure it's gonna be fun 어디든 않고 고민 끝에 걸은 옷을 빼입고 사라져간 나타나요 하지만 내꺼버린 건 점점 내가 갈수록 눈치도 없는 내 마음은 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 버린 건 점점 내가 갈수록 눈치도 없는 내 마음은 내가 갈수록 눈치도 없는 내 마음은 버린 건 점점 내가 갈수록 눈치도 없는 내 마음은 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 어느새 저기 너만이 날씨 참 좋아요 분위기 참 좋아요 날씨 참 좋아요 I'm sure it's gonna be fun 어디든 않고 고민 끝에 걸은 옷을 빼입고 사라져간 나타나요 내꺼버린 건 점점 내가 갈수록 눈치도 없는 내 마음은 어느새 저기 너만이
All right. Okay. Sorry, I had to eat. It's around my eat time, you know? It'd be like that, bro. Okay. Okay. So we're at the end part of this. Basically done with this conversation.
For a while, and nothing has happened to them in their real
No
life,
more
right?
Aiko
Their family
comments,
watches
please.
that stuff. Their
Yeah.
wife knows all about it. If something
I
was going to
know.
happen with somebody saying something on stream, it would have happened to Buyback right now.
No, you're right. You're totally right. I was too close to the wall and I didn't see the picture that was actually going on. And that's my fucking bad. So I disavow all the, reporting, suing, whatever stuff. Only in extreme circumstances.
Well, let's
like
see the victory lap by Kathy and Perry really quick before we continue on to anything else.
Was that young teenager? Okay, let's let Parry on. Let's let Kathy on. Miller can get fucked.
Can you hear
Okay. How's it
Can you
going,
hear
lads?
me?
Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't get to call in when we were talking about it, so what's
Yeah,
up?
it's fine. I didn't get one time.
Well, I want to say what I have and then
I want to go to
can
bed.
talk.
Okay, after you, man.
Okay. So just to respond to Aiko when she said, "Oh yeah, Kathy was sending." I'm not gonna apologize to Kathy for yelling at him 1 month ago when he was telling me that the Truff is a right winger grifter. He's a liar. You can't trust him. I told her that when we were in good terms. I was one of her chatters. I was one of her fans. And I told
So
her
this
that
is what she does. She gets overly defensive, overly emotional for certain people, plays favorites, and then starts like throwing people under the bus, like Kathy, me, or Perry. We get the shit end of the stick. This is what happens. And it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
at the time. Now she coming in, changing the history and saying, well, why would I trust Kathy? Kathy is crazy about me. He's swearing out at me. I was a fan of Aiko at the time when I told her that. And she, instead of just looking at the clips that I had of him being a right-wing grifter, she was yelling at me, and I'm like trying to time me out and say, "Don't talk about this again. Don't lie about the Trop. He's a good guy. Don't lie about him like this." I was a fan of her at the time, so she can't pretend like, "Oh, you would never trust Kathy. You never trust. He's a crazy guy. He's a crazy guy." She had no issue trusting every clip I sent her about Destiny, every clip I sent her about Ethan Klein. She said she changed her mind about Ethan Klein. At one point, she said, "Oh, because of Kathy, because I kept sending her the clips, sending her the lies, and she changed her mind about Ethan Klein. She was a fan of him." And so I told her about all his lies, showed her the contradictions that Ethan Klein
So
does.
like Kathy helped helped really sell her on why Ethan Klein is dude, this is unbelievable. What dude, how's she not learning her lessons here?
She had no issue at that time in believing me, but when it came to a situation where she is involved in, now I'm a shitter, I'm crazy, I'm not, you can't trust Kathy's clip. Come on, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay. Thank you. I
That's
appreciate
right.
you. That sounds very, very hard to deal with, Kathy. That sounds very, very
on
hard
that
to deal with.
Yeah,
Let's keep
anything
mine
but questioning my clips. You can agree with that, Dickers, right?
What, that your clips were always trustworthy?
Like,
Didn't you try and come in here earlier and say that Mrs. Soap and Clay, Chatter,
Okay, so
was
no,
in
this is-
DMs trying to
this is not a
convince
clip.
Trop
This
to
is
go
something I
live
said.
while he was drunk?
It's not about clips being trustworthy. It's about I'm not saying this thing. I'm showing clips and videos and links. When I present something, I can back it up with all kinds of sources, and you know that. If you ask me about something, I will send you all the links that relate to that thing, right? So it's not like, oh, you can't trust Kathy, he will not back up his claims. No.
You know what? I'm reaching a fucking olive branch right now. Right now. Hold on. Hey, can I extend a olive branch to have a peaceful conversation about our past disagreement and how it relates to this recent trough stuff? I want to reach out. I want to reach out. I will even put this on my title. Reaching out to Aiko. Reaching out to Aiko. Peace be upon Aiko. Peace be upon Aiko right now, you know? Let's communicate this within our title. Trying to reach peace. Wait, okay. Peace treaty. Peace treaty. Peace treaty. Wait. How do we phrase this? Trying to extend an olive branch. Let's put it that way. An olive branch to Aiko. Peace be upon you. Peace be upon you. Peace be upon Aiko. Peace be upon you. Peace be upon you. We need to remedy this. We need to help Aiko we need to help ourselves by helping Aiko, okay? All right? We need we need to help Kathy and Aiko make peace. We need to make peace with Aiko. Everyone needs to make peace with each other. Wait, is this the same? Yeah. We need peace. This is vital. This is vital, guys. Vital. She's trying to not make peace. I feel like I'm trying to make peace. I don't understand. I feel like I don't understand. Peace. I'm trying to reach peace. I want peace. I want peace for Aiko. It doesn't seem you've learned from this. I don't understand. Like, you can't just move on from this. No apologies to anyone. You were wrong. I don't. Wait. How do I reach you? How do I help you? I'm trying to help myself by helping you. Dude. I'm actually gonna lose my fucking mind. Dude, subhuman waste. Okay. Cool. Alright. Subhuman waste. Hope you fucking do this again. And I hope you sink further and further, you reprehensible fucking loser. Alright. Fine. Cool. Alright, cool. Let me just read this out. This fucking loser. Can't learn their fucking lesson. Can't keep their ego in check. This fucking loser. Absolute scumfuck. I'm reaching out in a peaceful manner. This fucking egotistical scumfuck. Loser. Spits in my face. I'm trying to be nice. Okay, whatever, man. Unfortunate. She won't learn from this. I promise you. This will be repeated. This behavior will be repeated. She'll do this again. And it will not go well for her. I tried, guys. I tried. I tried again. Hey, can I extend an olive branch? Have a peaceful conversation about our past disagreement and how it relates to this current trough stuff. Nope, but thanks for asking. I feel you have disregarded me through emotion. Wait, hold on. Let me just put this on screen too. How is this person going to learn anything if they can't even like talk through any of this stuff? You just got fucking harangued and embarrassed, and you're not going to learn from this. I just know. I just know this. I feel you have disregarded me through emotionally being attached to Ethan when you knew deep down what he was doing was wrong. Why did it take Kathy to convince you of this? I feel this is not being repeated here. To Kathy, when he and others tried to help you. Not interested. I'm moving on from shitter stuff. Have fun though. But this isn't healthy for you. It doesn't seem like you have learned from this. Honestly, if this was coming from someone I respect, I might consider it. But I don't think of you, and I don't even remember our beef, to be honest. Have a good one. Scum. Loser. Fucking loser. Okay, dude. Actual scum, dude. Alright. Just gonna hit the vape pen again, I guess. Stonewalled by Auntie, dude. Tragic.
Send you all kind of links and clips. But she was like, throw the bat. No, you're lying. Don't say that ever again.
Well, I'm interested about the evidence for Soap and Clay still, but that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, if you're sending clips to people, you're sending clips, innit?
Yeah, and it's not
like
me
obviously
claiming,
you
like, he's saying
you
so
wouldn't
in the
deny
clip.
that you wouldn't deny that you fucking drama star, right?
Yeah, I never denied that ever.
Yeah. Okay.
My brand.
There we are then. There we are. Thank you, Kathy, for the call in. I appreciate it.
Alright,
I'm glad
bye.
we've set the record straight.
Okay,
Have a good evening.
But
sir.
like from what I can gauge, usually Kathy doesn't drama stir without like a purpose or like a specific reasoning. So it's like when he's like bringing out, you know, this kind of information, he's basically giving you stuff to work off of, and you just like write him off, especially after he convinces you of one thing. Like you would think you would like put a little bit more trust instead of just writing him off completely.
I think he had really important things to say. I'm not kidding.
Okay. Nice. Harry, how's it going, mate?
Right. Oh, hey, Dickus, what's going on? Big guy. Just, well, you know, before I go to
Purple Power
bed,
Gaming
just want to do this quick little AI overview I found. So I looked up, what is BPD splitting? And it tells me, BPD splitting is a defense mechanism in borderline personality disorder, characterized by black and white thinking, where a person abruptly shifts between idealizing and devaluing someone, viewing them as either all good or all bad. Triggered by fear of abandonment or perceived slights, this cognitive distortion causes intense, unstable relationships, causing the individual to see people as entirely supportive one moment and completely hostile the next. And some key aspects of BPD splitting here are rapid shifts. The perception of a person or situation changes suddenly, shifting from intense admiration to extreme anger or contempt. There's a lack of nuance. Individuals cannot hold opposing feelings. For example, I'm mad at you, but I still love you at the same time. This favorite person conflict. Splitting is often directed at a favorite person, where minor conflicts or boundary setting by the favorite person are perceived as betrayal. There are behavioral indicators. This often involves
Okay,
extreme language.
okay,
Like
thank you.
people away.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. That's nice. Thank you for the education, Parry. No, Parry, hold on. I hugely appreciate it. Wait, no, Parry, hold on.
Shield against potential
Wait, no,
abandonment.
Parry, stop. Wait, Parry.
What? Oh, what's
Well,
going on?
I think we'd heard enough.
What's up, man?
I think we'd heard enough. That's enough detail.
I get to the actual arguments, Barry. Stop this.
Well, no, my argument is that's obviously what Aiko's doing. It's like pretty straightforward, right? It's like obviously, like, you know, because she's saying, well, why would I trust Parry? And like, you know, days before she was like, oh yeah, Parry. But ever since I criticized her, I'm like the worst. That's my point.
Wait, hold on, Parry.
I have to explain that.
Speaking about BPD splitting, weren't you also involved with Aiko in bringing the trough into the community?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've grilled her probably more than adequately over this stuff. Do you want to account for your involvement in that?
Yeah,
I think you described him earlier as a purple Parry orbiter first, didn't you?
Yeah, he was. That's what I was going to say, is the trough, you know, he came out of my community. I basically gave birth to him. My hips, they were spread. And, you know, giving birth, it's a very eviscerating process, you know. It's like it damages the body irreparably. People are saying.
All right, fine. All right, cool.
I don't give a fuck. I don't trust you anyway. Oh, you're talking to Parry. He's transphobic. You're talking to Parry too. What the fuck do you want from me? What do you want from me? I don't care. I don't care about you. I care zero amount. We will never we'll never have a bridge. There's no bridge to mend. We've never had a bridge. I don't care. I don't care about you. I care zero amount. We will never.
Dude, she's like actual scum. Like even people that she has like beef with, like Duckbrainer, it's just like there's like like why you get me to root for Duckbrainer here?
Men will never have a bridge. There's no bridge to mend. We've never had a bridge. There's not been any construction. I don't know what you've been trying to build. What kind of shaky shit you're trying to build on your own side?
This person is clearly a fucking narcissist. Like, they come off as a narcissist for real. For real, like.
Never, ever be completed. So go fuck yourself. True, but Trough shouldn't let his mods make people uncomfortable in chat. He's been going through a lot. I'm not gonna press him on that. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So let's see.
People have warned you. I told you Parry was transphobic because you were taking a side versus your old friend Resi or Trad stuff. What a retard. Okay. What a retarded review of history.
With definitive agreement for signing long-term peace with Iran and almost all of the various United States of America as president Donald Trump. Well,
I understand what you were just saying.
Yeah, we're talking about
which means that it's fine with not nuclear to the Stone Age. Which is fair enough. Reality, and for the sake of
Thanks. Seemingly you have talked to me, man. What the
Okay.
Speaking to you about this. Anyway, Trough, would you like to call in about this so-called bad moderation situation? I have thoughts. Seemingly you have thoughts. I would like to speak with you about this.
Okay, so there's this call that they have, I guess, for a bit. And then after that, we will watch whatever happened today. Stroff said that Perry fully burnt the bridge. Perry's mad at something he misunderstood. What did he misunderstand, do you know?
Cool. Hi, Troff. What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi.
Hang on 1 sec.
Yeah, my stream's in the background.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
How's it going?
Well,
Dude, the quality of Troff's like stuff is crazy, dude.
I was doing a little bit till I saw you just lying about me, man. What the fuck?
I may have said some things that I may have potentially misremembered.
Fuck you, man. No, it's not. Oh, I misremembered. No, now you're all just like, oh, I didn't realize Perry was transphobic. No wonder he's pro-marriage. No wonder he's light on lot 5. Fuck you. Fuck you, man.
Alright, fair enough. I apologise. I'm not gonna do it. After the fucking day I've had with fucking Mary Snake Ratu, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's all Marichu's fault. It's all Marichu's fault that I had to lie. What about my moderation did you not like? What about, did you think my moderation was biased in favor of Mary?
Yes, I think your moderation was slightly biased. Okay, I was hyperbolic in my comments about it, but
Like, here's the thing. I'm also completely open to the idea that, because sometimes it was kind of, it was pretty like 2 versus 1, you know, for a while. He turned it around a little bit towards the end, but I'm totally, it would make complete sense to me if he was doing that just, you know, because Mary needs like special aid. Troff said he may have been wrong on some things about Perry's take on trans people being like Mary Chu's take, and then when Troff said Perry was biased on recent stream, Perry thought that's going back on the trans bit. Oh, did they discuss that part? Maybe it's not over. Maybe it's not over. You know?
Perry just agreed with Mary about the you stand by the apology thing. That's not being biased. Okay. This is what I was saying.
It wasn't just that. It wasn't just the apology thing. I can't remember, but it's not like I wasn't mad or anything. I think that she has special needs and she needed aid. So.
Did you? Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's all Marichu's fault. It's all Marichu's fault that I had to lie. What about my moderation did you not like? What about? Did you think my moderation was biased in favor of Mary?
Perry wasn't treated well during the debate. I mean, it's a debate and he's the moderator. You know? But what I don't know about being treated well. I didn't like get mad or yell at him or anything. I was just like, this is how it feels. What did you lie about, though? Like, what is he... Like, he didn't say that? Listen, we're not gonna snark Perry, okay? We're not snarking Perry. We're looking at what happened, okay? I don't want to see Perry snarking in the chat. If it's Perry got triggered by the bias shit and went off. So, I mean, I don't know how Troff feels about it, but maybe if it's a misunderstanding...
Take care of my boy Perry until I get very mad at him for like 6 hours.
Could be cleared up. Maybe not. I don't know. It's up to Troff if he wants to... If, you know... Agreeing with one side of an argument is actually bad moderation. That is, I agree with that. I think it was like between that and him like pushing
agreeing
forth
with one side of an argument is actually bad moderation. It depends on how you actually moderate. Merely agreeing with one side of the argument more than the other isn't necessarily an indicator that you're going to do bad moderation. You just need to treat both sides fairly when they're hashing out their disagreements. You can't show like favoritism or whatever, like you can't eschew it. But you can ask questions to the person that you disagree with a little bit. Maybe if you ask unfair questions, right, that would give like leverage to the other person, then that would be bad moderation, obviously.
narrative that I was running, which is really fucking irritating. After the way he spoke to me, I'm less inclined. That's fair.
But there's a way to like do fair moderation, like when you insert in to the conversation and the moderating, which you don't want to do a lot in moderation in general, but you can insert in gently, like your disagreements with that person that you disagree with, but not be so overwhelming. You can put it in a gentle nudge or whatever. That might actually give them a little bit of breathing room to like work with, like the person that you disagree with, that they can flesh out their argument even more with that disagreement that you have with them. It just varies. It just varies.
That's fair. Bias? Okay, maybe the word bias is wrong. Maybe he lent a little more.
Oz says here, telling him he had to stop talking or back you up, telling him you did it for him so he should be nicer, continuing with the he's biased because he likes Mary.
I'm trying to think. Telling him he had to stop talking or back you up. I did not say that he had to back me up. Telling him he did it for him so he should be nicer. Continuing with the he's biased because he likes Mary. Again, the other option that I thought was that maybe, he gave her aid because of her special needs. And between like the running thing happened twice. The first time he asked was literally, and he sent all my DMs to her for some reason. I don't know. Listen, I'm not mad at Perry. But I do think it's fair for me to have like questioned what the fuck is going on. Okay, so he asked me March 29th. He sent me the video she wanted me to watch that I watched offline, and it was irrelevant because it was talking about a cis man, and I wanted to see her talk about trans women. Sent that on the 30th. I said, I'm watching Mary, on the 30th, I said, I'm watching Mary's video. I'm not interested in having 2021 Twitch full debate with her. I don't know if these are the ones he showed. I'm talking about her conduct. I will be watching her real trans tent. Blah, blah, blah. There's other stuff. There's a bunch of other stuff. It doesn't matter.
Holy shit.
On the 30th. Like, there's a bunch of text, but do you want me to host a convo with Mary too or not?
It's just not my thing.
So surely, Himpleton, you understand that it's difficult to prove that somebody's an addict, but it's difficult to prove somebody's an addict. But however, you can prove that they have a consistent history of engaging in drugs, right?
Yes, of course.
Passashock tipped $50.
Passashock.
Yape job.
Thank you so much, Passashock, for the $50 Jono. Thank you. So base and so pog. Hey, for Pashi.
Wow,
Dude,
this is unbearable. Can we skip there?
6:48 a.m. Sent some links. I sent him the article from, well, not even article, the fucking fanfic that she went off of about Katie Neves.
This is actually unbearable. I'm beyond fucking bored. Okay. Whatever. I'm probably done for today. I don't care enough. We'll be back at some other time or whatever. I'll probably